I mean, those are 3 minutes of gold.
All right, so we're not
Speedweed Studios, where everybody in the production side is high as balls. Thanks a lot, guys.
Okay, so now I gotta ask: did you guys watch Super Bowl in jail?
Yeah.
Were you allowed to?
Oh man, listen, I won the football pool 3 times. One time I did a flash dance and took my winnings and just sprayed it all over myself like golden coins.
What did you win?
Just like a bag full of like cookies, soups, and assorted knickknacks.
So all right, let's get this.
Soap.
Okay. So the prisoners all put.
Yeah, everybody puts in some cookies. The guys who don't have any money put in the jailhouse cookies. The dudes who do have money put in like prizes like ramen noodles, Cheetos, or sweet.
Right.
The sweet, that's big money, baby.
Yeah.
If you got 5 honey buns, you are balling out of control.
Now, is there a spread or no?
Yeah. What do you mean?
I'm like, is this like a straight bet? Like,
oh yeah, no. The tiebreaker is always like points.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta do points. You know.
Okay.
The bookies in there. It's funny because dudes who are bookies on the street are the record keepers inside the walls. So they're like, I mean, they just got impeccable handwriting. I got to tell you. Wow. Yeah, really. You don't understand how underestimated a skill it is. Like, I bet, I mean, like me, since I'm so used to typing on devices and keyboards, handwriting, I mean, who does that? 4th graders?
Now, is there a lot of shit talking that goes on during the game?
No, we're absolute perfect.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And then the guy who bets against, like, the jailhouse consensus favorite, he gets shit on until his team wins. And then the whole fucking...
Does it ever get physical?
The whole tier is quiet.
Does it ever get physical or too much?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I had to beat someone up over the Chargers game.
Really?
You kidding me? Yeah.
Now, you actually got into a fight?
Yeah, double-legged the guy through the universe.
And then what happened? Did
CEOs came and pepper sprayed everybody. I mean, it was.
But weren't you worried
classic.
about?
I'm building up a tolerance. You know what I'm saying?
Weren't you worried about adding time to your sentence because of that?
What are they going to do? Throw me in jail?
Come on. I mean, I know, but you're only doing a year and a half.
Yeah. Well, look, man. I like that you always want to talk gangster stuff. I really appreciate that.
Well, this is okay. So, all right. So you had the Chargers. Somebody else had another team. You won. You were talking smack.
No, he didn't want to give up the corn puffs. Got to give the corn puffs.
Really?
Yeah.
So then he came at you, and you double-legged him?
Just double leg, yeah.
And then
no big deal.
Did you rain down any punches?
It was justified.
Did you rain down any punches?
No need to add extra time, like you said.
Okay, so you just held him down.
Yeah. I just gave him the, palm on the face. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. And then the cops came and pepper sprayed everybody.
Oh my God.
Hey. What did you think about Shakira's large ass?
I didn't mind.
I felt like her ass. I mean, look, I get it. Like, they're just aiming at an older population. Like, me. Those girls are a little old for my taste.
Really?
I mean,
they're 50, but she doesn't look. J-Lo does not look 50. I mean, she looks like
J-Lo.
Yeah.
I know she's on like all kinds of growth hormone moderate. She's like, I bet you she's got like a fetal incubator in her basement, and she just like sucks the life out of fetuses to stay young. There's got to be a reason for that, right?
I think she just doesn't eat sugar and works out a lot.
What do you think the hoo-ha is like? You think it's like
the vagina?
I mean, I'm just saying.
Well, we know there have been a lot of.
Well, her husband is like some big old dude. I mean, he's probably got like, you know what I mean, like an elbow size.
Well, he did steroids. So doesn't your penis shrink on steroids? I mean, you would know.
I mean, I don't have a problem.
Did you notice any shrinkage with you or no when you started taking steroids?
What?
I thought just the balls.
Oh, the balls shrink.
Oh yeah, you gotta take something to counteract that, right? And then you gotta like go to GNC and like overdose on like the big cock steroids.
Is that what you did?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, now I just got a dick that I push around in the shopping cart.
But how small did your balls get?
Oh man, I mean, as big as yours.
All right. So yeah. All right. The Super Bowl I thought was good. I was actually.
Did you think?
I don't know.
I'm not like a super NFL fan.
Me neither.
But I kept up with it a little bit. I was paying attention. And this kid Mahomes is like the best thing since sliced cheese.
Yeah, I know that. I think it's bread, but I know that. I know Valentine's Day is coming up, right? So my wife, I was like, babe, what do you want for Valentine's Day? She goes, oh, I want a Gucci bag.
Oh,
I'm
no.
like, how much does that cost? She's like, oh, between $800 and $1,200. I was like,
I got a guy, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
Are they-
Go ahead.
Are they really Gucci or are they like? Is it like New York City $10?
Bro, it will pass. Okay. Just don't ask questions and just they fall off the back of the truck.
I'm like, babe, listen, we don't have money like that, but I'll get that for you if you really want.
Bro, wait a minute.
Then she goes, I don't want it anymore. So I'm like, all right, well, what?
It's like now you have to get it.
I'm like, what do you want? Let's not do presents this year. Whenever they say
let's not do presents.
That's always so then I'm like, then I go on online. I go like top 10 things to get your girl for Valentine's Day, right? So
Chanel bag.
well, no, but it was like, so I call her up. I'm in Miami. I'm like, I'm in Naples. I'm like, okay, so what about one of these, you know? And she's like, what website is that? Countryliving.com? How old do you think I am? I was like, I don't know. But so now I'm like, now if I don't get her that bag, I don't have $1,000 to blow. And the thing is, I have to have her pick it out because I'm not going to.
$1,000? I thought they were like 3 G's. It's gonna be expensive.
Then she's like, "Well, you can get me Gucci flat shoes." I'm like, "Oh, well, then we'll be flat broke." Like, fucking, what? What are we doing here? What are we doing?
Would your girlfriend? Is she the type that would know
My
the
wife.
difference?
This is
my
his
girlfriend.
wife,
My
bro.
wife.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I mean, look, man, you already bought the cow. You got to milk it. You know what I'm saying?
My
Plus,
wife's
it's
on a
your
cow.
baby's mama. You know what I'm saying? You don't like. You can't buy the cow and the milk is
I understand. Look, I love.
You bought the cow and now the milk is real expensive.
But now she doesn't want anything. Now.
No,
it has to be.
She still wants this fucking Gucci thing. I mean,
Yeah,
Charlie.
like, why do we have to? So then,
what do you mean, bro? We live in an American consumeristic society in which your love is directly related to how much of your money you blow on her.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just true society.
She's like, you spend money on these concerts. I'm like, that's the time we spend together.
Yeah.
And by the way, and Guns N' Roses is coming back.
That's your favorite band, huh?
Favorite band, and they're playing on her birthday.
Well, then take her. Give her just give her the printout from Ticketmaster. Yeah, and then wrap it up in a bag that you print Chanel on. And like, hey, so the Chanel bag that you wanted, it's a little different, and kablam, and you got win-win, and you don't got to get her
So I'm
shit
like, can
for
my present
birthday.
be you're on your birthday to take my birthday present?
Nah,
to Guns N'
you're
Roses?
fucked either way, bro.
Yeah.
You were fucked when you signed the nuptials.
No, I love her. It's the best thing that ever happened to me, my wife. But it just
Is it?
It is.
Is it?
Yes.
What about that time you had a 3-way with 2 Mexicans?
That was fun too.
Okay.
That was a good time. That was the second best. Now,
and then your kid being born is number 3. No, I like your strategy, bro. I like your.
and then meanwhile, so I work with Brian Swinehart, right? B Swine over in. I got him pretty good. So we're in Naples. And this girl during the show comes up and she's like, "Look at my tits," to him. They're real. And then he's like, there was this like pretty girl from Minnesota with like her 5 friends.
Tits.
No, she was just like sticking them out. And then she was just a little drunk kind of. And then while I'm on stage, she was like, the waitress told me she had a fake ass. So while I was on stage.
The waitress got a fake ass?
No, that girl had a fake ass.
Oh, this girl has real tits and fake ass? I mean, you know.
No, she had anyway, so I'm on stage and she's like, no, I got a real ass, and shows that to me, right? So while I'm on stage. So then Brian gets her number, right? So I'm selling T-shirts at the end, and then she sees my wedding ring, and I see her wedding ring. I'm like, where's your husband? She's like, oh, he's in the military. He's overseas, right? So Brian gets her number. So I call Brian from a blocked number, and he's like waiting for the call. And I'm like, hey, is this Brian Swinehart? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, this is the husband of Jennifer. Did you get my girl's number and text her and say you wanted to have? He's like, no, sir. No, he starts saying, he's calling me sir. I'm like, listen, I'm fighting for your country, and this is what you do. He's like, sorry, sir. Like, you know who this is? He's like, who? I go, it's Adam Butter.
Piece of
dumbass.
shit, bro.
What?
I mean, but did that guy still tag the damn veteran one?
No. The chicks never called him. He ended up.
She just got the number to prove she could.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you guys think about fake asses, like the Brazilian butt lifts and all that shit? I know it's big in Hollywood.
Is it?
I've been with one girl who had a fake ass, and it was weird.
It's really there's like different types of fake asses.
What
There's
does
like
it slide around in there?
There's like the implants, and then there's where they like pump like fat into your butt cheeks.
It's like it feels plastic. It
seems pretty sketchy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To like have like a permanent snowboard butt pad inside your skin.
Well, also, like implants, like, girls that got bad implants and like their tits start dropping.
Ooh.
Imagine like all of a sudden your asses and like your feet one day. Like that can't be good. All of a sudden you have those big,
bro, when it gets down to your thigh,
Goofy
you know
shoes.
what I'm saying? Like that'd be pretty sketchy.
Yeah.
That's a real sketchy. Like, we live in this like new age where technology is like solving and creating all our problems. Like, Facebook is mentioned in like every
Everything.
divorce proceeding.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like over 70% of divorce proceedings or some ridiculous number. I don't know how I got from fake asses to Facebook. I guess it's the same thing in a way.
Have you ever been engaged?
I mean, you mean like, has a missile ever locked onto me?
Yes.
Definitely. Yeah.
You did?
No.
Never got engaged.
No.
Oh. You ever planning on getting married and having kids?
I don't know.
You'd be a great dad.
Thanks.
You
bud.
would.
I think you.
I love to have you as my
I like
dad.
being Uncle Mayhem and to Ween and be Ween's father figure.
But I feel like a kid could never like outdo you, like no matter like you.
Can't fuck up as bad as I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. I guess I'm more understanding of things because of all the struggles that I went through in my life. I feel like I have more empathy towards people because I can realize how shit can go off the rails. You never can believe it until it happens. I used to be way more judgmental and like, look at this fucking asshole. But now that I've like undergone like this transformation where my life went fucking terrible and crashed and did all the kinds of dumb shit, and then come back and realize, I'm not a bad person. I just made bad choices. You know what I mean? And I would always point the finger kind of. I never would do it publicly, but in my head, when I saw someone fucking up, I'd be like, they're just stupid. Nah, you can really fuck your life up without being an idiot.
I can't believe sometimes how normal you are and how much better because I like see you now. And you're like the voice of reason in so many ways.
Yeah.
And then I think back to that like real sports thing where you're spitting and drooling and
see, what you got to understand is that at that time I was so like broken. Like I was so angry about how everything went and I didn't know how to respond. I had nobody to guide me. So I just decided to go full crazy. Like I said, you know what? Everybody thinks I'm crazy. And I was thinking, and this is like early in the days of the internet. Like I was like one of the first test cases.
But then you wake up some days and be like, I'm just going to be normal today.
No, it's a slow process. You got to chip away the crazy. You got to chip away the crazy. Like if you've gone this far to that direction, you have to like take steps. And then, it's like a little decision. Everybody likes to like movie-fy it where you just have like a come to Jesus moment. I had like 10 come to Jesus moments where it's the same as learning techniques, learning fight skills. It's like you learn a base of one thing and then just step your way up. And now, I feel fantastic and it like completely changed my life. But like that step way back when, that first step was the hardest, you know what I mean? Was the hardest one to go, okay, to realize like, all right, I'm fucking up. You know what I mean? To tell yourself you're fucking up and to make a step towards the right direction. That's the hardest thing. And so I try to like be a positive influence for people now and try to help people step up out of that hell that they can be.
But how hard was it if you sometimes like you're in jail and you're going like, and you're double legging somebody on Super Bowl or something and you're getting pepper sprayed and for you to be like, I was the host of Billy Beatdown. I had $1 million house.
Listen,
I was on top of the world.
That sticks with me even today. Is like, I'm in this process of climbing up to a higher plane and a different one because you can never go back. You can't be the same as you used to be. You have to be a new version of yourself. And of course, like. Eats at you when you've been on top of the world, but now I'm going to the top of a new world, Yeah,
so. No, totally. The sky's the limit for you, for real. Like,
I know, I feel that way.
For real.
Look at us, bro. We're on a freaking couch. This couch costs at least $1,500.
How's it working out?
Speed, huh?
How's it working out?
Working out?
Yeah.
Oh my God, terrible. Terrible. Just to be honest with you. Well, because like it's the same thing. I was like like a top 10 guy. We're like world champion level training. And now it's like, I'm not that little young guy that I was. And so it's been kind of like an ego check because in my head, I'm still 26 and like, you know, a badass motherfucker. But the reality is, you know, when you get older, it's just you don't have that same zip. So I'm like, you know, I'm still getting after it, but it's not. But there was a couple of like doing sprints, going, all right, well, maybe I'm gonna hang back on these a little while until I get to.
But are you back in jiu-jitsu or taking any kind of Muay Thai classes or anything, or sparring, or
not in particular? Doing like getting my body ready to like get to that. You know what I mean? I can't just. You don't want to just, especially with the skills I have, and going to spar with some young bucks that are fucking gonna try to take my head off because they used to watch me all the time. You know, I got to be ready for them.
What would your advice for me? Because I was taking. I
heard you've been doing Muay Thai.
I've been doing Muay Thai. I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. You know,
Awesome.
I mean, the light sparring at the end, we're going like 10%, if that. You know, I'm not confident enough to spar yet.
Oh, really?
Just because I don't want to get hit and then get mad. Like I want to really know what I'm.
Headgear. No?
I really would know what I really want to know what I'm doing before I get hit. You know.
Okay.
But like I'm still. I wouldn't say being a pussy, but when it comes to jiu-jitsu, I tore my ACL.
Yeah,
you know, and then
you got to work around your injuries.
And that was like, careful. I took a year. That was 2 years off because I was with Kaiser Permanente, and you have to like schedule 6 months in advance, and if you cancel, it's another 6 months. So so you can't like, it just totally screws you up. And then when I went back to class and I was doing jiu-jitsu and I was starting to like it again, and then some kid put me in an electric chair sweep, and it was the same thing that.
Good old Eddie
I tore my
Bravo's
ACL.
techniques, ripping people's ACLs off.
I went out the wrong way again, and then
tore it again.
No, but I was starting to, and then Sean at Henzo Gracie, Sean Williams was like, no, just roll with it. Like he saw what was happening and kind of saved my leg.
Nice.
And then I was just like, what am I doing? Like a part of me was like, why am I doing this? So then I started doing Muay Thai, but I watched jiu-jitsu classes while I'm in the Muay Thai classes, and I'm always like, man, I should go back. I was getting winded a lot. I was getting like, because I was training like a wrestler, and wrestling is like 100% all the time. So by like the second 5 minutes, I was like,
look, the grappling sports, jiu-jitsu, it's kind of one of these things where you gotta float the line of when to explode and when to relax. So you know, wrestling is, because of the rule set and it's short rounds like that, you go 100%, and then, you know what I mean, you guys break and take a 10-second at max breath and then go again 100%. Jiu-jitsu is different because you have these longer rounds and you got to go like, you got to scramble for a position and then catch your breath in that moment, because there's no breakaway and restart. There's like constant motion. So yeah, it takes a while to figure that out. So, you know, and the only way to really do it is to keep rolling. You're afraid that you're gonna tear your ACL again?
Yeah.
Is that what?
Well, I was getting frustrated a little bit, like not my ego, but just I'm so used to wrestling and dominating, and it was like hard sometimes for me a little bit. I had to check my ego at the door because I was.
Yeah. Well, man, jiu-jitsu will humble you.
Yeah, I was getting humbled. I wasn't really getting humbled by like the white and blue belts, to be honest. But when I was rolling with like purple or brown belts, I was like, shit, like how is this guy getting out of this every time? You know, or I would get the takedown and then just get submitted. You know, like because my head was in the wrong area. Or,
well, I mean, but that's.
And then I was also.
That's anything. It's like you got to learn from your experience, and you got to like keep making mistakes. You know, the best advice I can give guys, as far as training jiu-jitsu is, make mistakes, and then when you can, you know, you get a moment after the round, you ask the guy, all right, how'd you do that? Or at the end of practice, you know, review. You got to do like this type of like watch the tape and like figure out where the spots that you messed up are, or you don't improve.
Well, I was in some guy's spider guard, and he was like, I'm going to get out of this every time.
Get out of what?
I don't know. Like I was trying to hold him down, and he was getting out.
Well,
and
because
I was like,
if you hold on to a guy and he's got spider hooks in, he can, because he has control of your hips with his both legs. It's very difficult to. I mean, if you're holding on, and he's on the bottom of spider hooks, he can control where your hips go. You need to be able to control where your hips go. So you got to break those off.
Yeah, and I got frustrated because he's like, I'm gonna go every time. I'm like, well, because you don't have to be a condescending asshole, but just get out. Don't fucking tell me. And then I was like, I got like annoyed.
Maybe he's trying to help you.
No, I don't know. He was like a smug dude, And I got like
the guy who rolls around with that smug look on his face.
Yeah,
I've been that guy.
So I got like annoyed, and then I went somewhere. Whatever. It was just, but I want to go back. I do worry about my knee. I think if I just wear a leg brace and just also, I think I was training at Henzo's, and they're a lot less leg lock heavy than Eddie is at 10th Planet.
Yeah.
You know, it seems like 10th Planet, they were like, and also I was having a hard time when I was at 10th Planet because I would jump into a class. They'd be like, okay, today we're doing a 6-point sweep vaporizer from the whatever. And I'm just like,
those are crazy.
I want to know an arm triangle. Like, I want to know an arm bar. And everyone's like, don't worry, you'll get it. I'm like, but how come I just can't get it now and then eventually get to that point?
Oh, so you're like that dude who just walks in trying to run the whole class?
No. I'm saying that to myself. I'm not saying it. I wasn't saying it out loud. I wasn't like, hey, can we just, I was just to myself. Like, I was one of them to basic.
Well, I mean, look, bro, if you can't go to McDonald's and order hot dogs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like Eddie Bravo's style is you're going to get a bunch of this rigmarole with this style. It's just a different style. And the more traditional jiu-jitsu is you know what I mean? They're going to hammer the basics early on and then like later on do more advanced stuff. Yeah. But that's just how Eddie Bravo just sends you right to the ocean immediately. You know what I mean? You don't even go to the beach. You go right to the ocean and like they have this very complicated, and plus the dudes that are in there every day, they know this they know this style, they know this strategy. So you know what I mean? Come on, bro, it's apples and oranges.
I know. Yeah. I do want to go back. One of my goals this year was to go back to jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Me
too.
Right. I'll go with you. That'll be fun.
Let's all go together.
Yeah, we're like
walking all together.
The Weendawg. We tap out the Weendawg.
The Weendawg's good. He's a blue belt.
Watch out, dude.
Oh.
So how's it going with the girl? What's going on with you?
Good, man. Getting ready for Valentine's Day. I forgot that. Like when you get a girlfriend, you have to like pay attention to these dates, like the anniversary, Valentine's Day, and this is like we're approaching 2 years now, and I had no idea that Valentine's Day was in February, and so I still got to make reservations. I learned last year you got to make reservations like to a restaurant on Valentine's Day like weeks ahead of time, or else you're screwed, dude. We're gonna go to Lucille's Barbecue. It's like a very popular barbecue place down here in Southern California, and I'm looking forward to it.
How's the sex life and everything? It's
doing good. I'm approaching this point now where, I'm very horny. I'm a very sexually like frustrated dude. And my girlfriend, she's kind of like in the middle. She rides the fence. Like, she could be a freak, but then she could be like, don't touch me, And that comes like a lot.
Says, don't touch me?
Yeah,
like, bro, we got to work on your style.
That happens mainly like when it's approaching that time of the month, when she's going to start bleeding out of her pussy. So, like, I get kind of frustrated at that point. So I don't know, like, have you ever experienced that with a girl? Like, what do you do when
bleeding
she's
out of her
like,
pussy?
No, when she's like denying you like sexy time, and you're like, that's all you want right now because you're a horny dude.
Bro, just jerk off in the shower. Come on,
you got to ease her into it. I still have that problem. You got to like foreplay. Sometimes like my wife got mad because I was going right to the sex, and I was I go right down there to and then she's like, hey, listen, she's like I went down there and she's like, this is baloney, and I go, no,
this is baloney. I don't know what your technique is.
So
your technique must vary from mine.
I said no. I go, no, it's roast beef, and then she got mad. She was like, you and your crude jokes, and then like that was that kind of threw it off. But you got to ease them into it. You can't just go right for anal. Yeah. You have to,
It's like something you got to work on like at the start of the day. You got to sort of like put like little seeds in their mind, like, slap them on the ass, squeeze their titty, or, choke them around the neck, or like just like she's doing dishes or something, just come behind her, start choking her.
Bro, are you like, is this like a pickup artist type thing?
What do you mean? You don't choke her while she's doing dishes?
Well, it depends on the girl, A lot of girls will say they don't like being choked, but that's a lie. Yeah. Every girl likes to be choked.
Not every girl likes to be choked.
I guess not, but...
Now, Mayhem, I know back in the day...
Don't even get me in this fucking... I don't want to be a part of this damn... This guy is finger blasting with damn barbecue sauce on his hands.
But I know back in the day you had girls that wanted you to pee on them, right? Now,
obviously, yeah.
Did that go... How did that... Because I never had a girl like that.
Yeah. Look, there's just women that are like that, Look... if you date enough crazy women, right, you'll eventually run into that one. I know you don't got that problem until the inevitable divorce, but at the same time, like, if you run into enough crazy women, one will ask you for this
to pee on
exact. Yeah, it's a very strange.
But what if you don't have to go to the bathroom?
I mean, you better start downing some big gulps. You know, you got to make your woman happy in any way you can. I know you know that from being married.
It's true. Yeah. It's true.
Chanel purse? Nah, just pee on her.
No, I
Wait, she wanted you to pee on her?
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Wow, that's rare. Normally it's the other way around.
Well, you had girls pee on you?
Level.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
This guy's always laying in the bathtub. He's got rubber sheets on his bed.
Yeah, if it's in the shower or the bath, it's fine. No big deal.
Wait, who pees on you?
A lot of
girls.
That's like one of my main requests, dude. I'm a dirty freak, man. I'm sorry.
I noticed. Bro.
Wait, hold on. You were a virgin 2 years ago, and now you have girls pee on you?
Yeah, he really ramped it up quick.
Listen,
this dude really does live in L.A.
This is the point in my life. I'm in my early 20s. This is the point in my life where I'm living out all the sexual fantasies I had when I was a teenager.
Wow.
And when you're a super horny teenager, you will do anything.
See, we didn't grow up with the internet. That's what's wrong with us.
Let me tell you something.
True.
The internet right now, like I'm just talking about apps on your phone like TikTok.
Dude, he's been getting pissed on by his stepsister all week.
I'll tell you about TikTok. TikTok is like the biggest social media app for like millennials in the world.
Yeah.
If you go on TikTok just for 10 minutes, you're going to be very disturbed because it's mainly like 13
your TikTok.
Not my TikTok. I'm very popular on TikTok. I got like 1,300 followers.
I keep wanting to follow you, Chin.
It's hot chin action. Like hot chin
Wait,
action.
but I don't understand.
Look,
how many
man.
girls have you asked to pee on you?
No. But we know it's like in the low 10s.
Is TikTok the same as Snapchat?
No. Snapchat is dead, dude.
He's on piss poor.
Snapchat is dead?
It's dead.
Son of a bitch.
It's all about TikTok
Well,
now.
man, I just made one.
All right, okay.
Well, listen, TikTok, it's all like 13-year-old girls, like lip syncing to like really inappropriate rap songs, like "fuck me in my pussy in my ass, lick my tits, slap my face."
Why are you following a 13-year-old girl?
No, you can't because it just pops up in your feed. You know how YouTube has like the recommended videos?
Yeah.
Like right when you open TikTok, it's like that. It just shows like recommended things based on what you've previously watched. I'm not searching for little girls like showing their ass or anything.
Right.
It just pops up in there. If you watch one of those videos for longer than like 5 seconds, the rest of your like For You page is what it's called, is going to be like little girls like dancing in thongs. And
Yeah, I think you should delete this app.
dude,
Yeah, bro,
it's
I feel like Chris Hansen's going to pop out of your TikTok.
yeah, dude, it's intense.
Tell you to have a seat over here. Son of a bitch, Reed. Yeah, you're sketching me out, bro. I don't want you to get hit with damn child pornography charge.
Yeah, not on
'cause you're
TikTok.
on
He
some
won't.
damn
He won't on
Chinese
TikTok.
media.
No.
app.
All right, let's talk about some fights.
Yeah.
All right, so
Bro, you didn't send me. I don't even know what we're talking about.
I'll talk about some fights right now. This week, it's UFC 247.
Yeah, what's up with that?
John Jones. The card.
I know. Yeah, the card is like subpar. Like, I didn't even really do any research. Don't give a flying fuck. Johnny Jones probably going to beat up some fucking
Did you ever?
big-
Well, no, this guy's undefeated.
I know he's undefeated, but we've seen this before, right? Look, I mean,
He knocked out
remember
Chris
back in
Weidman
the
in
day,
8 seconds, this guy.
He knocked out, but that's a different weight class dude, though. I mean, yeah, he went up, but
Who,
at the
Weidman
same
did?
time,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Weidman, come on, Weidman is not the Weidman that we
Of
all
course.
know and love.
Now, this guy says in his one fight against Volkov, which is the only fight that went to decision, people thought Volkov won, he broke his nose in 5 places 10 seconds into the fight.
Yeah.
But before that fight, he didn't know if he could take a punch. And now he obviously proved to himself he could take a punch. When did you know you could take a punch? When your dad hit you?
Yeah.
No, like when did you
I
know?
mean, look, man, when I was 3 years old, me and my dad used to play this game called Headbutts. And it's exactly what it sounds like. We would just headbutt each other.
You had CTE at 3?
Yeah, for sure. I was like, I got CTE elemental P. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So, you know, I don't know. It was just like part of my. You know what? Here, I'll tell you this. When I was like 20, I was sparring Rampage, right?
Yeah.
And I had figured out in our first sparring, we just went ham and was trying to kill each other. And I didn't get knocked out by that. And
Wow.
then I know,
Headgear?
Yeah, no headgear.
No headgear?
No headgear.
Boxing gloves or MMA gloves?
16.
Yeah.
So, but after that, the coach was like, all right, that's enough, because we were just going fucking
But you
crazy.
weighed what at that point?
Huh?
What do you weigh? At that point?
I weighed like 184.
And he was
like,
what, 250?
Yeah, no, he was like, look, fine. But
No, I'm serious.
No, he was like only like 220. So, but after that, the coach was like, oh, well, shit, you can take a punch. So, all right. And so they crafted my style so that I would get inside by getting hit. Wow. So I know. So, you know, later on in my career, I figured out, oh, move your fucking head.
Now, this is in California?
Yeah, California, yeah. So we both moved to California about the same time. So
that was when you realized I could take a punch.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know because it didn't feel good, but at the same time, the coach was like, "Oh shit, you can take a punch," and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Was Rampage? Was he landing clean?
Yeah, I mean, definitely, because at that time, look, you forget that we can't talk about fighters as static beings. They're like constantly changing and evolving. And at that time, I was like a street fighter as far as my stand-up goes. I had a little bit of training with Manu Ento, who was like a Lumpini world champion. But like, you know what I mean? Like a year of real Muay Thai.
No, is this
training?
the Rampage though that was at that point knocking out Randleman?
Oh yeah,
he was
just about to. Now his technique also was not the best, and he got better at punching later in his career. But he still was like.
The knock on you, no disrespect, was that you didn't have the heaviest hands.
No, not at all. To me, like my striking was always like a entry point to my grappling, because my grappling was so much stronger than everyone's. In most cases, I could out grapple anybody. So my striking was all used for that for the most. My kicks were strong. My punches were setups for takedowns usually. So it was like a different. I had a different strategy. I didn't think of myself as like, a stand-up fighter.
Now I know with me, I have like people say I have decent power. I'm sure I don't have power.
Yeah, bro, you got decent power.
It's different when you like hit the. I mean,
bro,
I never. According
to yourself to professional.
According to Mike Pyle says that he goes, "You'll knock a fucker out." That's what Mike Pyle. But I think he was gassing me up. All right, I don't have great power. I don't want the people. I know I could just see the fucking YouTube comments.
I can't wait till somebody.
By the way, we're gonna actually read these YouTube comments at the end of the show.
We gotta.
Just when I think I'm feeling good about myself, the problem is that I have like it goes right to my email every time someone posts.
No,
really?
So I'll be having a good.
Turn that off, dude.
I'll be having a good day, and then I'll be like, "This fucking guy in the middle sucks," or like, or, "This guy can't wrestle," or "What the fuck does he know about fighting?" or "Mayhem needs his own show." I mean, every fucking like. So if I'm ever having a great day, I just get emails that go to my phone that tell me how much I suck. So anyway, but what I'm saying is, I would be very frustrated if I were you, right, because you're such a good fighter, but you're not knocking people out. Was there ways you could work on your power? Did it ever get to you?
No. I mean, look, like I said, the strategy was always to like hurt the guy with hands and then like get him down. You know what I mean? Like, because that was my style, and I knew I was playing to my strengths. So yeah, I mean, like for me, it was like always a game of jiu-jitsu. That was my strong suit, so I would do it. Yeah. Head kicks sometimes.
Head kicks.
Yeah, but like I don't know. I think every fighter has like a pool of natural skill, and to work against that is silly.
But you told me you dropped what's his name a couple times, the Executioner, Joey Beltran.
Oh, what?
No.
Bro, why are you talking about sparring?
All right, sorry about that. All right, take that out.
No.
But a guy like that. That's
just sparring. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's a different world in the ring.
So all right. So now listen, John Jones is.
Who's he gonna fight? What's the guy's name?
He's fighting this guy, Dominic Reyes.
Look, I want to give this guy his props for stepping up.
Well, this guy's 12-0. He's a great fighter. He just beat Chris Weidman, and the thing about him is he doesn't know what it's like to lose yet. He doesn't know. It's not like Anthony Smith, who had lost 6 times before fighting John Jones, or Rampage, or some of these other guys. He's never lost before. He thinks he can win, kind of like Weidman.
That's a good thing.
And also, a part of me is also thinking that this is the nicest we've ever seen John Jones. Mm-hmm. This isn't like chaos John Jones.
You think that John Jones needs some cocaine to make him mean?
It seems like he thrives on chaos, this dude. Like when he's...
I'm sure his life is pretty chaotic. It's like behind the scenes.
Really?
Well, yeah, you're like acting like you know him just because you watched like behind the scenes.
Have you ever met him?
Yeah.
Is he a nice guy?
Yeah.
You guys hung out?
Nah. I mean, as much as you can hang out while you're working. But like, yeah, the guy's like...
Where were you working with him?
We fought on the same card before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's a good guy. I mean, look, granted, he's got like, issues like anybody. But, how can you be a superstar without issues?
Right.
Yeah.
But he doesn't hate this guy, is what I'm saying. Like, it seemed like with Cormier, he was never going to let Cormier beat him.
I think he's a gamer either way. Like, he's going to show up that night. You don't be the champ for this long and have so much drama in your life without being able to get up, focus, and whoop some ass.
But is there a chance you think that this guy Reyes, because everyone's writing him off?
I'm not writing him off by any means necessary. But like I said, I haven't watched all his fights, so I don't know a tremendous amount about him. He looks human, though. I've seen him look human. What, Volkman, right?
Volkov.
Yeah. Volkov, that's his name? Yeah, so he looked human.
Or is it Volkan or something?
It's Volkan Ozdemir.
Volkan Ozdemir.
Well, the thing about Dominic Reyes is that a lot of people think he's like this young buck coming up. He's like almost 40 years old, dude.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
He's not? Did I just make that up?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Way to go.
He's not almost 40.
Can we get a fact check back there, Jamie?
All right.
Jamie, pull it up.
Yeah.
All right. Also on the card,
they're also the same height. A lot of people don't like take that into consideration.
He's actually taller. They're at the exact same height, and that's the one thing Jones has trouble with like taller guys.
That's what I'm thinking about. Is what was the kid's name he had so much trouble with?
Gustafson. But he was doing Molly with hookers like 2 days before.
Hey, some people get ready for fights in different ways.
Dude, I really wish that the fight you had where you were at Hedonism and that one fight where you were in New York City and you had I go, how's your training camp going? And you had just called a bondage woman to come over and you like went to some dungeon, right? And then she like stuck her finger up your butt, and then you busted.
Oh God, you're just like always making up these weird stories.
That come on, you know that happened. You were like in New York for press against Bisping, I think, and I'm like, how's it going? And you're like, you went on like Craigslist or something.
Craigslist. Now you're just totally making.
You went to some
up.
Dungeon.
No. The story was I met this chick that wanted to whip me, and I let her, and then that somehow you've extrapolated.
But she tied you up.
Tied me and whipped the shit out of me, and I was laughing. It was pretty wild. Yeah, I gotta.
And she didn't stick a finger up your butt, and then you busted.
Man, it's again. I love your fan fiction masturbatory fantasies about me.
But then you dated her, right?
Yeah. I dated her. She's a nice girl.
Was it hard to date someone that like
that we met by let me like
whipped them and everything?
Yeah.
Now, did that hurt? It didn't hurt you getting whipped?
Nah.
Really?
Yes, I have a high pain tolerance.
But then you take off your shirt, you had all these whip marks and everything?
That's true. Oh, man. Why are you bringing back the wild times, bro?
Wait, where was this that you took off your shirt? There were whip marks.
I don't know.
It was like somewhere public. It was like a public weigh-in.
I showed. I had to weigh in. I got whipped by my girlfriend.
Was it a sex whip?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
like
they're designed not to like.
Bro, that was a
damage.
weird one. I don't know what I was thinking.
I have a sex whip.
She was very beautiful, but at the same time, I mean, it was no Valentine's Day. I mean, I should have bought her a Chanel purse.
All right. Also on this card, Valentina Shevchenko, who
Shlipchenko.
She's this like dancer, beautiful hottie, who's like just. I mean, Jessica Ai. She went through Jessica Ai. She beat Joanna Jędrzejczyk. She's fighting.
She's a beast. Yeah. Oh, I know this girl. All right. Well, what
Juliana
the hell?
Pena, she beat. She's fighting Caitlin Chukagan. She's a girl from Long Island that was like a black belt in karate at a young age, and she's wins very close decisions. But she always goes, huh, hiya, I think that sways the judges a little bit because they're hearing, like she's always grunting. Have you ever fought anyone that grunted? No.
I mean, not like that. I mean, listen, bro, I'm getting chubbed up just listening to you do it. I can't imagine how good it's going to be when she's in there.
How many gay guys hit on you in jail?
I mean, what? I was being the aggressor. Come on, that's the way to win. You gotta fuck them first. Keep eye contact.
Was there a big like population of guys dressed like women?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now. Like I'm gonna tell you right now. There was a whole mod like devoted to transsexuals. It was fucking weird.
Did you hang with them?
They were separated from us. But sometimes you could get a clear line. They would just flash their tits at us and stuff. They like literally had tits. Like, it was fucking weird, bro. And maybe some fake asses like you guys were talking about. This shit was, it was next level.
I remember when at the first MMA awards, you had just beaten, I think it was Sakuraba.
Yeah.
and you wanted to, you were getting an award, like most, I don't know, some award, and you asked me if you could come out with like 19 transgender women.
Yeah, no, because there was like a training convention in town, and I thought it would be the funniest thing ever. And this is like back in the day before that was like normalized. Like nowadays, like, you know, you can't talk bad about trans people or you're transphobic. And back then, I was already like, dude, these people are people. They need to be accepted. Like, you know, there needs to be some type of. And since I had this award, I thought it was going to be a perfect time. And you and the right wing media shut us down.
No, I was all about it. They wouldn't let. I proposed it, and the guy was like, absolutely not.
I know. Yeah. I was trying to be LBGT.
Did you hear about the guy they're releasing from prison because he's a child molester? They're releasing him from prison because now he says he's transsexual.
Oh, come on.
What's his TikTok
That's
name?
not true.
I don't know. I'm going to follow him, though. Because they say, he's going to be doing hormone therapy to become a woman, so his sexual urges.
That's a weird story.
What do you mean they let him
Google
out?
it,
It's on your Trump
website?
No, he's on the Trump websites.
Nice.
Maybe a little bit.
I'm on the Trump mailing list, too. Get fucking things all the time.
Alir Latifi, he's the guy that was Gustafson's training partner. Then he fought Gustafson. He's had an up and down career. He looks like a James Bond villain, just like a short, like just beard and just, I mean, no neck. So he's good. He knocks people out. He's fighting Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis is the Black Beast.
Yeah.
He's the guy that when he won, he was like, Ronda Rousey, where are my bitches at?
And what weight is this?
This is at heavyweight.
Oh, okay.
Lewis, one of his fights, he was, according to Vince Pichel, eating ribs backstage.
Hell
There's a picture of him eating ribs
before the fight.
Yeah,
nice.
And then he either wins with like 1 second left, or he loses the big ones. Lost to Cormier.
I know this guy. He's great.
He beat Ngannou, but he always has like, "Tell my wife we're going deep," or like his speeches are always the best.
Yeah. He's definitely a charismatic son of a bitch.
He's from Houston. They're fighting in Houston. Does he beat Latifi?
I mean, I feel like that hometown advantage kind of gives you a bump, and at the same time, I think he'll be the favorite for sure. I feel like he has like, well, I don't know. His striking is good, right? And this guy who trained with Gustafson, how the hell do you say this guy's name?
Yeah.
Ayer?
Huh?
I ear, like I and an ear.
Ayer.
What's the link to get the guy in, by the way?
Will be trying to keep it standing.
He's also Ayer's moving up in weight. He was light heavyweight, now he's going to be heavyweight, and he's known for like gassing out too.
Yeah,
because he's like a grinding wrestler, dude. So
yeah, well,
it's hard to hold.
It'll be a nice one. It'll be a nice one to watch.
Yeah,
I mean,
hold on one sec. What is it?
It should be in your email.
Okay, cool. All right, thanks. Keep on talking, guys.
How am I supposed to just start that? Fucking stoned ass dudes at the Speedweed studio running the boards back there. Not that I don't love you guys, but
great.
Man, get it together, bro.
So
put that bong down and run the boards.
By the way, Mayhem, are you? By the way, John Jones says he's been tested 49 times in 2019.
Well, duh. If you get busted for juice,
most tested guy. Now, 49 times is a little excessive, though. No, I mean, that's like twice a week. That's like once a week, sometimes twice a week.
49 times?
Yeah. How many times did you get randomly tested when you were in the UFC? None.
I know. It was a different time. Like, back then, it was like not a ASPCA or NAACP.
ASPCA?
Who is that?
Dog
USADA.
rescue? Yeah.
USADA.
Yeah.
So, those guys is like, wasn't involved yet. And I hear like, look, after the Jessica Penne debacle, I'm just like, bro, come on. Really?
When you fought GSP, right? GSP comes in, is looking jacked. You see these dots on his back, right? He's got
Look, man,
HGH
I'm not throw shade at GSP.
And then they come
even though he whooped my ass that night.
And then they come and say to you, guys, no more testing today?
No testing, yeah.
No testing at all.
You're good. Wink.
They said, you're good.
You're good. And I was like, I'm good? Shit. I should have done steroids.
And then at that point, is that what you're thinking? Like, wait, this is bullshit?
I was like, yeah, I mean, I figured that we're going to get tested so it will be straight up. But look, man, that's the business. What are you going to do?
What business is that? That's not the business.
Look,
Come
man,
on.
I know. I like your, like, rosy, like, cheery-eyed, like, everything is roses and sunshine view of the sport. But it's the fucking fight sport. What do you think about it?
It's not fair.
What do you think?
I think that like they shouldn't come to you day of the fight and be like, guys, the testing's broke. No one's getting tested today. That's insane.
Hey man, look, bro,
Wouldn't it make sense if they just
move
let
to a
everybody do
different country
steroids?
if you don't like
What?
it, bro?
Leave the country.
Yeah, move to a different state.
He's from Canada. Now, do you think GSP was on stuff or no?
No, I don't know.
You don't know? I mean, but like when you fought these guys, could you feel the difference sometimes?
I don't know. You know,
You were
it's
in
like
there
a
with
weird-
them.
I know, but it's like a weird like what?
Well, some of your
Was
training.
like,
all right,
how
some of your
hard a guy punched me in the face is that's the new testing.
no, but some of
standard?
your training partners, right? Was there ever guys that like 1 week they're just like, and then 3 weeks later, they're just
yeah, that happens.
Superman?
Yeah, undoubtedly. Yeah, it does. They work. I mean, the side effects and this type of thing. I don't know. It's like kind of a balance. Hey, man, we got the guy on the. We're ready.
Oh, there he is.
Hell yeah.
Alonzo Menifield, how are you?
Yeah,
I'm doing good. I'm doing
Big
great.
fan.
So we're talking to a fighter who's 9-0. He stopped 8 guys by knockout, 1 by submission, all in the first round, except for 2 maybe. 205-pounder, the man, the myth, the legend. Can you hear me, Alonzo?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear him.
We can't hear him.
Oh,
What's going on?
Hey, Alonzo, turn your phone sideways.
Beautiful backlighting, though.
Hello, Alonzo.
Yeah, there we go.
Can we hear you?
Can you hear me?
There you go. I hear him.
I can hear him. Alonzo, how are you?
I'm doing awesome.
Nice. So you're in Texas right now?
Yeah, I'm in Texas. That's where I live. I've been here for about 10 years now.
Nice. Now, how come you're right now? I think the hottest prospect in MMA. You got insane power in both hands, knocking everyone out. But your name isn't being mentioned right now. This is some bullshit. What's going on?
I don't know. I know I just had neck surgery.
There you go.
So I gotta recover from that. But I would have had a fight in December, and then my name probably would have been in the mix. But yeah, I know 2020, I should definitely be in there, as far as like my name being like tossed around or whatnot.
Absolutely. Now, your last guy you fought was actually pretty good. I mean, he actually had a draw with Shogun that was really that was very close, and you knocked him out easily. Were you surprised at how well he did against Shogun?
Nah, not really. I mean, Shogun, he's a legend, but he's I guess he's a little old in there now. But yeah, I guess you can say a little bit surprised then that he did get that draw. But yeah, all the best for me. I guess my stock go up since
Absolutely.
he hung in there with Shogun.
Now, Mayhem Miller. Alonzo's a guy. He was born in Belize, right? Bolivia?
Nah, I was born in Compton, in California. My mom.
Wow.
Oh, your mom's from Belize. Okay. He was born in Compton. Very, very, very
I
close.
was gonna say,
guess-
man,
Okay. Yeah.
get a nice tan in South
So
America.
this guy was born in Compton.
Yeah.
All right. His dad passed away when he was younger. His mom got taken away because of drugs, right? She was doing a lot of like heavy drugs. And this guy went to 14 different orphanages, right? And like schools.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
it was crazy.
It's crazy. Then he couldn't even read at 14. And then one of the guys in charge of like the youth home, this like guy from Africa, he from Nigeria, Christian, says, "You and your brother, I'm going to take you guys in." Then he becomes awesome at football. He ends up playing football, almost semi-pro, almost pro in Canada. Does jiu-jitsu. Now he's undefeated.
Hell
No.
Tell us about that journey, man. Like you got brought in, you know what I mean, taken care of. Like tell us about coming from there. Tell us about your background.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty crazy as far as being tossed around in the group homes. No family members, I guess, took me in that were blood related. And a guy, Godwin, he did take us in. He's from Nigeria. He took us in, me and my brother, and it turned us around. He instilled a core value of education, and we basically, me and my brother, fell in love with football. Me more so. I was able to go to a normal school because it's crazy. My mom, she used to do this thing with the government, and they would basically give her an SSI check because she made them believe that I was like some crazy kid. So they put me in these crazy schools.
Yeah.
So I would literally be in these crazy schools thinking like, man, it's super easy. And, you know, I didn't know the fundamentals. But they'd give you a packet, and they were like, do this packet, and I would do this packet, you know, and in these ways where I would basically cheat and get it done. And it was like, this is easy. But so I finally get adopted by Godwin, and I'm able to go to a normal, regular school where, you know, I learn how to basically read on a level I should and do things that I should do as, you know, a 10th, 11th grader. And, you know, I basically pursued football because that was something that basically it made me excel in education more. Because I was like, you know what, I'll go to school if I can play football. And basically I played some football, and, you know, I didn't get to the NFL. I could have went to Canada. You know, I did land in an arena team, I think Sioux City Bandits in Iowa. Man, I hate arena. Like 100%. So, you know, I was like, I'm not going to be on a side back burner, keep trying, you know, trying to get in the NFL. I just say, you know what, I'm just going to start fighting.
What'd you think of the Super Bowl? Since you're an educated man about football, what'd you think about that game?
I thought it was cool. To tell you the truth, I watched it for like the first quarter, and then I turned it off.
All right, I hear you.
Look, since Ray Lewis and Ed Reed, I really haven't been watching NFL. You know, I tried to watch it this year, though.
Yeah.
You watched the Aaron Hernandez documentary?
Oh, yeah, I did, man. That dude's a mafia, man. He's a killer.
What were your thoughts about that?
Literally.
Man, I was thinking, you know, at the end of it, I was like, damn, man, I feel bad for Aaron Hernandez. You know, thinking like, man, he was going through a lot. And them cutting up his brain or whatnot, seeing like how it was possibly, that was his reason why he lacked empathy on like killing people with like just no regards. Yeah.
Right. Same here. Now your mom, was your mom smoking crack? Was it crack?
Yeah.
I'm not laughing at you, brother. I'm just laughing at how this guy just blatantly says that.
I want to know.
I love it, man.
I know, me too, but it's just so shocking.
I want to know. Okay, so your mom's smoking crack, and she's got two little kids
running some social.
Did you guys have any parental guidance at all?
No. My dad was out of the picture since I was born. I met him twice biologically, Dad. My mom basically had 6 kids at the time when she was like a full-blown, you know, crackhead or a drug addict. She just basically she came from Belize and she just wanted to mosey back into that environment. And I think that's why she's stuck in Compton, because she has a sister, and her sister does super good. She lives in Moreno Valley, in the valley, you know, living way, you know, I guess better than her sister. But yeah, my mom, she was on crack. Wow. And I guess the 80s smacked her super hard.
Now, since you are doing so well now, has she come back into your life at all?
Yeah. She has. And actually, you know,
have you bought her better crack? Have you ever able to buy her some nice crack?
No. Look, she's trying not to be on crack, man.
That's all you can do.
Move up to cocaine.
Right, she's trying. She's doing an RV or whatnot, living in an RV. She actually was a burn victim. I don't know what happened, but she was burnt. Wow. And I try to support her. You know, go to California and support her because she was a burn victim in the ICU. See, not funny.
No, not
funny.
He's already thinking of a joke. Don't worry.
I'm thinking of. I mean, is your mom Richard Pryor?
No.
I don't know.
Man, I don't know what she is.
Wow.
That's sad.
Yeah, she was a terrible mother. Let's get that. She's a terrible mother.
We got it, bud.
But she's been through a lot. I guess through Belize, man. They smacked her left and right. When it all comes down to it, man, it is what it is.
My mother left when I was 3, had schizophrenia, went to a hospital, did drugs too, so I could identify.
Okay.
So I hear you, man. So maybe one day we'll get together and talk about whose mom's worse.
Right.
Now,
we're doing it now.
But now you kept fighting in these youth homes, right? You were fighting in the youth homes, and you were being charged as an adult because you were fucking everyone up, right?
Yeah.
When you were like 14 years old, they were charging you as an adult?
Yeah, they were basically, the kids were pressing charges on me. and I was getting thrown into like group, juvenile hall, and I realized, look, man, I can't whoop these people's ass because they're gonna throw me in jail. So then I figured a way how to eventually get around to that. I mean,
let's talk about.
I would get adopted and then take it out in football. What's up?
Well, I want to ask you, how'd you step from football into the martial arts? Like, did you jump into jiu-jitsu class, or at what stage did you transition?
Hold on. I can answer this.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
He saw Rampage slam Arona.
Nice.
And was like, this is awesome. I got to learn this. Right?
Right.
I was the practice dummy for that slam. Yeah. Yeah, I was a practice dummy. Like, I trained with Rampage during that era of his career, and like he picked me up like that so many times in practice. I would always put him in a triangle, and he would always pick me up like that. And he only slammed me hard like that once, and I survived it. But it was funny when he got that position. Yeah, it was exactly that. I was like, oh, this happens in practice all the time. You know?
Wow.
Yeah. So that's cool to hear. So what? After you saw that slam, where did you go? What was your beginning of your martial arts journey?
I went to Chop Shop. It's in Greenville, somewhere by Commerce in Texas, and I started doing grappling. And I think I was sparring with some pro fighters.
Yeah. We hear you.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And then you were getting choked out by little guys, right?
Yeah. I was getting choked out by everyone.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Great start to the journey, huh? So, what about your training camp now? Like, who's your training camp? What do you work on specifically? How does that go?
Oh man, I train with basically Ryan. I train with Rashad. Uriah's there now.
Ryan Span.
We have
Rashad Coulter,
we got Kennedy.
right? Yep.
Yeah, I also train with a big guy named Flo. He's an Olympic wrestler. And it's at Fortis MMA. And my four arts always is striking. So I go with Muay Thai, boxing, and then it's wrestling and jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu is last because I realize a lot of people don't like seeing jiu-jitsu. And I would like them to be entertained because, at the end of the day, I'm like, yeah, I'm entertaining. But don't get me wrong, I will try to Habib anyone.
Nice.
Now, do you train with the Black Beast also? Did you train with Derek Lewis?
Oh, yeah, he came to the gym a couple of times, but I didn't train with him.
What about...
he didn't hit me with no ham hocks.
And then is Laura Murphy at the gym too?
Yeah, I don't know if she's been there, probably. I haven't been there in some months now because my neck gave out on me.
What happened to your neck?
Yeah,
I had surgery, cervical disc replacement.
Oh, man.
Replacement. So they didn't fuse them together? It's just like a new disc? Like they put a damn rubber plate in there? What the hell?
Yeah, it's basically a Mod C. It's made out of titanium in a way, and they basically go in and they scrape out the damaged disc and it in places this new one, modified. It's called a Mod C, and it's pretty much like a replacement disc. Way better than a fusion. So I still got, range of motion or whatnot.
So how long before you can fight with your robot neck?
Well, I'm gonna see Dr. Ziegler tomorrow, and then hopefully he gives me the clear, and then I'll be back in training.
Did you ever watch a Mayhem show, Bully Beatdown?
No.
Yeah, I watched the Bully Beatdown.
He was the host. Remember Mayhem Miller?
Yeah, of course. What the hell? Wait, he knows. Everybody knows who I am.
I don't know if he knows who you are.
Why do you act like nobody knows who I am?
Because he doesn't seem very impressed by you.
Yeah, motherfucker. No. This is one of the greatest prospects to show up. Of course, he's impressed by me.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
indeed.
He's acting casual.
He seems very casual.
He's a bad motherfucker, and it's his time right now, bro.
Right.
So obviously he's gonna act cool.
He's just acting too cool.
Nah.
I want him to be more excited about talking to you.
Idiot! I'm not your show pony.
Now,
stop writing me.
All right, got it. Now this guy from Nigeria that took you in, because this is like The Blind Side, but like on BET. It's like the. Now, are you gonna eventually buy him a house, or like when you become a millionaire, are you gonna take care of him?
Yeah, I'll definitely take care of him. But Godwin, he's already good. He's pro architect, pro construction worker, designer. he's pretty much good. But whatever I can do to help, I will. For Godwin, Nzingwa.
And then he met his wife on Instagram.
Nice.
He started liking her pictures, and then you slid into her DMs, right? Is this how it happened?
Yeah, that's how it happened.
I like how you fought that at first, trying to make it not a 21st century love story.
His wife is this hot black woman, right? Very hot black woman.
Yeah.
But she seems kind of small. Do you must crush her in the bedroom, right? I mean, because you're like this huge.
No. Right. That'll be the big question. Like, how did he have sex with this little lady?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But no, she's perfectly fine in the bedroom.
Oh, okay. That's good. I was worried about her because he's this big, massive.
I was waiting. I was going to count how long it's going to take you to ask about how he's banging his wife.
I'm telling you, if you've seen this girl, you're like, there's no way she's taking that dude. But yeah.
Taking that dude. What kind of creep are you?
This guy's guy's probably got a huge fucking.
Oh, God,
okay,
bro.
Okay, all right.
You always got to talk about everybody's dick in here.
No, right? I'm like, no.
MMA Roasted. We talk about dicks.
He's a teddy bear. Okay, that's good. So he's got a small.
We're not talking about the center part. No center part here.
No, good. So now your two sons, right? You got two little cute, little adorable boys. But I gotta think it's gonna be hard for them to complain to you about their life because they're like, "Hey, Daddy, I don't want this," and you're like, "I grew up in 19 orphanages." Like,
I'm sending you to a group home, you little shit.
Yeah, right.
Right. I have that with my son. Sometimes he complains about shoes, or he complains about video games. So I tell him, well, you know what I'm gonna do, man? I'm gonna be like my mom. I'm gonna take your video games. I'm gonna go pawn them. I'm gonna get that money.
I'm gonna smoke your Xbox. Oh, you're mad about the PS4? What if I put in my veins? Yeah,
I'm literally gonna smoke whatever I can smoke right in front of your face.
Oh my God!
So, man, this guy's fights though, like they all last 30 seconds.
I know. I've seen your GIFs.
Now, is it anybody but you haven't been tested yet, right? And
no.
So you obviously you have one submission victory. How's your wrestling? Are you really going hard on the wrestling?
Oh man, I'm going so hard. I love the wrestling, man. I go with Flo, the Olympic wrestler, and we pretty much go all the time. He's a heavyweight, and he's teaching me whatever I can learn, and I'm doing the research. And I got Coach Burt, who wrestled in college at the highest form, and I love it, man. I actually do love wrestling. It reminds me of a linebacker when I used to tackle people.
Yeah,
it's better equipping me to tackle.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, let me ask you this. Like, what, as far as the division goes, like, what type of big name are you looking at? Because, you know what I mean? When you come back from this injury, I don't know who you're aiming at. I'm sure in the end game, you're looking at the champion. You want to be the champion. But in the shorter term, who are you thinking? What's a good fight for you? That's what I'm asking.
The fight next?
Yeah.
Pretty much anyone then. But I know definitely I'm looking to fight when I get ranked. The Johnny Walker, I'm looking to fight Ian Kupalapi. I fight Rocky. I fight Corey. I fight John Jones. I fight them all, man.
This guy came from nothing.
I know.
He came from less than nothing.
What's your walking weight, if you don't mind me asking? What do you walk around at? 230?
I like to believe I walk around 225.
Yeah. Okay,
definitely
buddy.
230, 232.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, what's crazy is you got adopted out of Hollywood, right?
Awesome.
So were there other were there a lot of rich orphans there that were I mean that's when you think of orphanages group homes in Hollywood, you don't think it's that tough, but it's got to be tough, right?
What are you talking about, bro? You ain't walked these streets out here?
Oh, with the tents?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a level 12 group home in Hollywood. It's like a big ass building. It's 13, 15 stories. All kinds of kids, from top to bottom. In Hollywood, I don't know if they're rich.
Yeah.
They pretty much they all was looking for love, Adam.
Of course.
Rich orphan.
Did anybody ever approach you to join their gang?
Not when I got in a group home, but when I was with my mom, I almost became a Crip.
Wow. What, you couldn't pass the application? Like, how do you almost become?
Right. Nah, I got taken away, so I went in group home. So basically, that kept me out of the games. But if I would have stayed in that area, I would have definitely been in a gang.
Oh my God. Hey, that'd be one scary crip right here.
Oh yeah.
Damn. Damn.
Yeah,
Mayhem was
I
almost
probably
there.
would be a teddy bear then.
Were there a lot of Crips in jail, Mayhem?
Yeah.
Who was the main gang? Was it the Bloods or the Crips or the Latin Kings or MS?
Yeah, you're naming them all. Yeah. What did you do? Some jailhouse research?
Who was the dominant gang though?
The Sureños.
Sureños?
Yeah, it was all Southsiders, pretty gangster.
Oh.
And they would fight with the blacks, the Crips, and yeah, I mean.
Yeah, they actually had a race war.
Exactly. Yeah, it was a bad one. Yeah.
Ruthless.
Yeah, the rubber bullets everywhere and this kind of thing. I know. It's a terrifying life to live. Yeah, I don't recommend it.
No.
Yeah, it was 0 of 10. Would not recommend.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Alonzo Menifield, when are you fighting next? Like 3 months, 4 months, 5 months?
He's going to get the report today, right?
Right. I'm trying to fight late March, early April. Give me 5 weeks to train and I'm ready.
All right. Well, listen, right now you only have like 1,500 Twitter followers, but I know you're the next big thing. I'm telling you.
100%.
100%. So don't forget us when you're like huge, okay? A lot of these guys, they come on the show when they're whatever coming up. They become huge. They forget all about us.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be Theo Von.
Not me.
So remember us, okay? No Theo, all right?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I mean,
And,
you're the huge.
Oh, no. Well, one day. Well, listen, thank you so much for coming on the show. And be easy on like that wife, by the way. She was walking a little funny. All right. So thank you. Thank you, Alonzo. Where can people follow you?
Thank you.
Yeah, where do we follow you? I'm going to follow you on Twitter, bro.
Okay, yeah, it's Alonzo Menifield. That's Menifield, Twitter or Yahoo or Instagram.
Yahoo.
TikTok.
Wait, what the hell? Yeah.
All right. Take care, man. Thank you, Alonzo.
Thank you.
All right, y'all take care.
I'm going to follow him on Yahoo, undoubtedly, bro. Yeah.
I like that guy.
Yeah, that guy's real likable. I mean, he's definitely going to get too big for this show. Like, any time now. Fucking all 16 of our listeners.
He's a good personality too.
He does, right?
Very likable asshole.
I guess he can be a comic.
He is a comic?
Yeah, he has like that, like goofy
He
personality.
definitely has the fucking backstory to become a comic.
Yeah, exactly.
Christ. His mom's a crackhead. He 14 group homes.
Bro, you were going hard on his mom, bro.
I was asking him. No one's asking those questions.
I know. I just forget how.
what makes this show
because
unique.
you always do it to me. I forget that you also do it to everyone else.
Look, I find that with like black people, get to the point.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Oh really?
Like they want honesty. Okay, black people. From what I know is that they're very truthful people. You know, they could see through bullshit.
I don't know. I'm not touching that. That seems pretty fucking racist, bro.
That's racist. Is it racist if it's positive stereotypes?
I guess.
Really?
I mean, I don't know.
Like if you say Asian people are smart, is that racist?
No,
No.
because you're not claiming that your race is superior to their race.
Right?
Yeah, because that's the actual definition of racism.
Touchy, bro.
Really?
I'm gonna have to.
Oh, come on. You know how many times I would take a class in college and like when I was growing up, it was a curve, right? So if everyone got like a 60, then it becomes like an A. Like a 60 becomes an A based on whatever. And you see, like, I would walk in the first day and see like 30 Asian people in the front row with the tape recorders and going, "Oh, we're not getting a curve. Like, there's no way they're getting 60s. Like, this class, we're fucked. We have to study for this class."
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. So let's talk about some of the fights.
Right.
All right. Some of the other fights going on. A lot. So also Lauren Murphy, who was a girl. I like this girl. This girl a lot. She was a former heroin addict out of Alaska. Like, lost everything. I think her father passed away. She moved to. She lost her kid.
Bro, you know what you are?
What?
You ever watched America's Got Talent?
Yeah, the most talented person in America. Thank you. All right, so
You know what you are?
What's that?
You're that like that pre-cut package they show before with the sad fucking story of his mom smoked crack and she was in Alaska and lost everything in a horrible tuna canning accident.
tuna can accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I mean? So sad. Sad music. Ding, 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 ding. And then, like, she's like rising up to the stage, and then it's like, and then Nick Cannon says, "Here she is."
Well, your story would be the best. They'd be like, Mayhem Miller was naked in a church with a fire extinguisher and had a SWAT team after him.
Nobody cries for a gladiator, bro. No one gives a shit.
All right, I give a shit. So anyway, so this girl was taking a jiu-jitsu class with her kid who was like 2, and now
Two?
her kid was like 3.
That
right?
kid needs to go to orphanage.
So now, like 5 years later, she's ranked like number 3 in the world. Like she's sobered up. She's doing great. She's living in Houston now.
Nice.
So she's fighting Andrea Lee, who
She's training with that dude?
yeah, she's training with that dude.
Nice.
And Andrea
Why
Lee,
didn't you ask about?
I did. He said she's been in the gym a couple
Oh,
times,
he
but he
doesn't
hasn't been in
know.
there because of his neck.
Oh,
All right.
Laura Murphy.
Listen, yeah. All right. So she's
I
fighting.
don't listen to this show. I just talk on it.
Shocker. All right. As opposed to the rest of your life. All right. So she's fighting Andrea KGB Lee, whose ex-husband beat the shit out of her.
Nice.
I think he's still on the run.
He's a Nazi.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's catch this dude.
We should catch him.
White supremacist.
Let's get
Yeah,
his
he's a
mug
Nazi
shot.
too? Is he a Nazi?
I mean, I thought he had like a swastika tattoo or something like that.
I don't think that was him.
Was that somebody different?
Maybe he did. That was him, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was him. Maybe you knew him back in the day. Anyway, so
funny of them guys.
so they're fighting Andrea Lee versus Laura Murphy on the undercard. That's the main one I want to see, actually. So that's on the undercard. And then Miles John is a good fighter. And Andre Ewell, who was actually homeless, going to the bank, and then he got the call to make the UFC.
Ding, ding, ding.
He's fighting Jonathan Martinez. Yeah, it's a lot of sad stories on this card. This should air this on Lifetime.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Thinking.
All right, so they're fighting. That's also Invicta this week. Pearl Gonzalez, who's smoking hot.
Yeah.
Have you seen her? You follow her on Instagram? She's like
No.
half naked.
Bro, my Instagram, don't even get me fucking started.
So she
I
was-
reported my Instagram as not being me, and then they blocked me. Yeah, I know. I can't even
I have the
prove on
same.
myself.
I have the same Wikipedia. I made a Wikipedia page for myself.
You did?
And everyone kept
What a
saying this
weirdo.
isn't you. And I'm
Nice.
like, and then I put videos. They're like, well, IMDb doesn't count. So then somebody from Canada, like a 12-year-old, I'm proving myself to a 12-year-old. So now if you Google my name, it comes up my picture and says I'm an Australian actor.
Nice.
So now at my shows, people are like, where's your accent? And I'm like,
Good day,
that's-
motherfucker.
That's not me, okay? But I'm like, you know what? This guy's life is better than mine, actually. So I'm like,
Adam
fuck it.
Hunter.
Might as well have.
Is there an Adam Hunter in Australia?
He's an Australian actor. Look, I'm a soap opera actor named Ads Hunter.
ADZ Hunter.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
I swear to
Ad.
God, that comes ADZ Hunter.
Oh,
I'm an
bro.
Australian soap opera actor.
I gotta get ads blocker.
This is an open
So you
invitation
fucking-
for everybody to go on Adam's Wikipedia page.
Yeah, let's
just
just-
keep adding stuff to it.
Bro.
Make one, please. Somebody
No.
make one for me. I don't know how to do it. They keep saying I didn't actually do any of these things that I said I did. Like I was the finalist in the last Comic Standing. No, you weren't. Okay. I was on Chelsea lately. No, you weren't. Like I was on True Life. I'm a comedian. No, I'm like I'm showing you the fucking video. Like what am I, a CJI fucking master? Like I'm up all night fighting with a fucking 12-year-old from Canada about my own existence.
Hey, man, look, I'm just going to say the internet is the best.
All right. So, Jinyu Fry is fighting in Invicta this week against Ashley Cummings. Ashley, I think, is a cop from Chicago.
Wait, you said which one is hot? Because
Jinyu Fry is pretty hot. She's also
Jinyu, that's her fucking name?
JINHYUFREW.
All right, well,
FREY.
let's totally objectify this woman right now because I will rank her looks on
She's
a
very
scale of
hot.
1 to 10.
She's
No, this is
also
MMA
like,
Roasted. You
She's also
gotta
like a
do that.
rocket scientist, like a legitimate rocket scientist.
So she's like wife material.
Yeah, she's like look at the one bottom with the
Are
she's
you
all
really
like
pointing out where she looks the hottest?
yes. All right, go up a little bit.
Look
Go
at
up.
a bigger
right.
TV
No,
out
to
here.
the left.
Misogynist.
That's not her. That's Pearl. No, down. I forget it. I don't care anymore.
The female MMA fighters are getting more and more hot these days.
Oh, okay.
So
I see
that one to the left.
I get
No,
it, yeah.
all the way
She's
to the
very
left.
photogenic.
Right
She's an
there.
attractive
This is
woman.
her.
Yeah.
So-
all right. So,
so
we
she-
have. I mean, look, we try to pretend that like
Whoa.
sex appeal. I mean, damn, she looks like Sheena Warrior Princess
Jesus.
right there.
Yeah, she's a rocket
my
scientist taking on a cop for the main event.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. Who are you rooting for?
I mean, come on, bro.
What?
You already know.
Come on, bro.
NASA. I got to go with NASA.
Oh, yeah, he
above the
fought
PD.
6 cops.
Yeah. 12.
12.
Yeah.
By the way, before we get into that,
Oh, God.
because I wrote this down, but I forgot. Because what happened today was I spent 3 hours preparing the show, and then I sent them last week's show by accident.
Yeah,
so,
and I was like, why are we talking about these old ass fights?
So we're kind of shooting.
But I didn't correct you, so that's my fault.
We're kind of shooting from the hip right now. But
Good.
So Felice Herrig, you know Felice?
Of course, yeah.
I like Felice. She's a friend of mine. She's a cool chick. Well, friendly. She's not.
How's she been doing?
She retired, or she took a break from fighting for like a year. I think she had ACL surgery. She got some injuries. She was doing well though. Like she was actually like.
I remember.
During the Ultimate Fighter, she kind of had like a bad streak, and then she started beating girls that like she wasn't supposed to beat, or she was the underdog. But 2 weeks ago, she's at a UFC event, and some girl was picking up a penny, and in front of her when she was leaving, and she's like, "Who picks up pennies?" or something, and then the girl got in her face. She's like, "Well, I'm not gonna hit you unless you hit me first." So the girl cracked her in the face and blighted her nose, and then Felice punched her back twice, and the girl ran away. So then Felice posts on the internet like, "Hey, this is me with a broken nose," and the picture of it. Felice started that fight. I let the girl pick up a penny. The girl goes, "It was heads," you know. But why is she even like? First of all, Felice, I'm a fan of yours. I'm a friend of yours. But let a girl pick up a penny. Don't chastise her, and don't say punch me in the face if someone gets in your face, right? Like, don't.
Now, of course, you are defending somebody picking up a fucking penny. not
Is this
to
a
be
Jewish joke?
ethnically.
Oh, but okay, whatever.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I feel like there's more to it. This is you editing.
I'm also
reality
not charging you
once
rent when you
again.
move in, by the way.
Yeah.
Which I'm trying to get my wife to like. Now she's having second thoughts. By the way,
Never mind.
I move in too?
I'm not moving in.
Why not?
Bro, it's just too complicated. I gotta sign a no fucking chicks in the house contract. Get the fuck out of here.
Is the garage
Yeah,
the house
never.
though?
The garage. All right, go on.
No, but I don't know. I think there's more to that story.
That's just what she told the story. I wouldn't even have
She told the story.
I wouldn't even have reported the story.
Picking up a penny.
Yeah,
But I feel
this sounds like one of your fights.
Yeah, I feel like you would say you wouldn't exactly say it that way if it really happened like that.
You think she's reporting, but like,
Fake news.
It's like
Fake
she
news.
lost a fight. It seems like the girl cracked, bloodied her nose too.
Why the hell? Yeah, this is the whole shit rings a little sketchy.
Is there proof that this happened?
There got to be alcohol.
Felice's
involved with
Instagram
this.
is proof it happened. If you look at Felice Herrig's Instagram, she posts a picture of her. If you Google Felice bloody nose Herrig fight,
That's not proof that it actually happened though. That just
Yeah, just
shows
proves
that
she got a bloody nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think it
Yeah.
was a cocaine break or something? Or
No, I mean that's just a bizarre story. I'm glad we're talking about it because it's fucking weird.
Yeah.
yeah, and that's like
Conspiracy.
that. I don't understand why she's getting in fist fights in public, but I mean. who
well, then
am I
she's
to
also.
judge?
You know what's funny? I listened to Frankie Edgar on Rogan's podcast.
Yeah.
and they're talking about BJ Penn. How everyone was like mad at BJ Penn. Right there, see. She still looks kind of good, even with the bloody
yeah,
nose.
for
I
sure.
can't tell the difference.
And BJ,
Oh yeah, look, she was nightclubbing. Like that's a dress.
Oh, yeah.
that you're nightclubbing. You're picking up a penny in a nightclub dress. She's pissed at you, and she fucking starts a fight. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and say she's wife material for sure.
There's
I
some
think
alcohol
she's got a. I think
She's married already?
She's got a fiance, or she's,
All right, good for her.
She's been doing a lot less on social media. It used to be like, hey, look at my new socks. And they were like above her head. Her feet were above her head. Like she was basically, you could see what she ate for lunch, you know.
Yeah, wife material.
Really?
Roast beef.
No.
Have you ever had a girl that was an Instagram model that like posted some crazy shit?
Nah, I don't do all that.
Yeah.
I mean,
You don't date, you date very low key girls.
yeah, I try to be like I care to keep my business out the press. You know what I mean?
Smart.
Don't go online with all this stupid.
What happened at the gym though? When you got kicked out of Mark Munoz's gym, your girl ex showed up or something?
Oh no, that one was crazy. That's a crazy. Oh God, it's a crazy ass story. Actually, it's because I was dating this girl for a long time. I opened up, like I helped her open up like a kid. She was like worked with kids, and I opened up like a kind of a daycare for the kids above Munoz's gym.
Yeah.
And then she like busted me like having a 3-way with some Mexican chicks in Vegas, and like I totally kicked my own ass out of the
Were the
gym
Mexican kids at
because
the
she
gym?
was friends with Mark's wife and everything like that.
Yeah.
And so after I got busted doing that, which I thought was legit. I thought we had an open relationship. It was all good. No, it wasn't good. Yeah, and I got...
So she came up to the... So she's at the gym and kicked you out? You were downstairs training?
Basically, yeah. I created my own coup. Like I got kicked out because they told what kind of dirtbag I was at the time, and I totally I totally fucked myself on that.
And then what did
one.
Mark say to you?
Nothing. Oh, he texted me. Yeah, it was one of those.
So he said you can't train her anymore?
Yeah, my wife.
And now
he gave me and I get it.
And this was
totally
you were a pro fighter.
Yeah.
So this is like before what fight?
Oh, I don't know. Like before last one.
So did you have to go to a new gym?
No, it's like totally. My bad choices derailed everything.
Now, when you fought in Italy for Venator, were you training at all?
I mean, yeah, sorta. I threw together my own training camp.
It was you.
Look, the worst thing that you could do as a fighter is run your own training camp. You have to have someone else to to take over that responsibility. Somebody who knows what he's doing and knows how to arrange it. Because if you don't, it doesn't fly right. You can't prepare properly. You got to worry about all this other stuff when you need to be worried about cutting weight. You need to be worried about the strategy for the fight. You need to be as a fighter, you can only worry about fighting. It's way too big a task to try to run your own training camp.
What was the best camp you ever had?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe the Sock Robin camp. Yeah, that.
And that was Perillo?
No, it was. I had a.
It was at Rain though, right?
It was at Rain, so I had that.
You had Ellenberger
when
there.
When you have a great team together.
You had Sear, Ellenberger.
Yeah. Why do you call him Sear? His name is CR.
CR. Okay. CR, Ellenberger. You had, what's his name? Christoph was in there?
Yeah. Christoph Stasinski was a great resource. He was fantastic.
And then the worst camp was what? The Horwich camp?
I mean, look, I won't say, yeah.
That was the one you were going through those at supermarkets and you were running through the supermarkets?
Yeah. It was drilling, doing shadow boxing in Target.
Yeah, you were basically doing shadow.
No. It's like I said, you gotta buckle down and be serious about the sport, or you're not gonna get good results. That's just how it is. So, speaking of training camp, what's up with your little kids?
Oh, we have our big match on Saturday.
Nice.
And we've only won the tournament one time in 13 years.
Nice.
We would have won it 2 years ago, but I got attacked for yelling at the ref and I got a team point taken away from us.
Wow.
And then Ahmad, the kid from Chechnya, threw his headgear after he won. He didn't know that was against the rules, so I took away 2 points. So then we would have...
So basically, you guys are winners, but but you fuck yourself.
Well, they didn't announce the winner that year because our team would have rioted. The parents would have rioted, and then I apologized. I'm like, guys, I didn't show you guys the best sportsmanship.
What did you yell about?
They were not. It seemed like the ref was in the bag for the other team, and he was
fixed.
He was calling stalling on our kid, and our kid wasn't stalling, and the other kid kept pushing our kid's headgear down. He went to grab and 6 times headgear was over the eyes. And I'm like, how are you not calling the headgear? He was just... So then he called the stalling with 1 second left. He gave a warning at 15 seconds, 1 second to tie the match. And I was like, you got to be kidding. And then they told me to sit down. And I was like, come on. I yelled it. So I got team taken away. And then the parents were like, what are you guys, gang members? What do you because we have a charter school, so we have different kids from different areas, and we were going
black.
Yeah, a lot of black kids.
Wow.
And then
my God.
yeah, and it was the
love casual
it was the most
racism.
racist shit I've ever heard. And then one of the moms goes at Harvard Westlake goes, my taxes pay your salary to me, which I get $30 an hour. It costs me money to go drive an hour and back to coach. So you're not really paying.
You literally.
I coach for 2 hours a week. You're not paying my fucking salary, So that was anyway. So this year we have the best year, but now all of a sudden they want to do away with the team title because we're gonna win. They're like, oh, we shouldn't have a team, and then they're trying to ban our kid, the kid that we know whose father. They said he gave 2 kids concussions this year, which is
Who, the Chechnyan Beast?
no little guy.
Oh, the little guy.
James.
Oh, my God.
Which is not true. He's just a hard wrestler.
Yeah,
like,
he's a beast.
They're
Yeah.
saying that he gave. First of all, he's 87 pounds. Who's he
I know.
giving concussions? You know. Second of
Other
all,
87-pound kids.
but the thing is, you can go to the doctor and they could just say you have a concussion. I don't think they're testing him. They go like this, and then they go, "Oh, you have a concussion." So they're trying to get him kicked out of the league. So I was like, "No, he's not getting kicked out of the league." So that's this week's. You want to come this Saturday?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
You think Johnny Jones is going to whip this dude's ass really bad?
No.
I hope not.
Really?
Because he's like a completely different fighter these days. It seems like even though he's still winning.
I haven't seen him in a while, and he beat up what's his name last time?
He fought Thiago Santos.
Yeah.
That was a pretty close fight.
Very
if
close
Thiago
fight.
didn't like tear his like ACL in like the second round or whatever.
I
people
also think though with John Jones is like he's one of those. He's like Mayweather, where anything close you give to the other guy. Like he's so good that you're looking for.
He fights. In my experience, like what I've seen, he fights to whatever level he's given.
Yeah.
So John Jones is like one of those guys who is so talented he can skate by.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But he won't rise up above. You know, he won't rise super high. He won't go out there and dominate and crush every guy. He'll just fight as hard as he has to win the fight.
Were you in Rampage's corner for that fight against Jones?
No. I had moved on to a different camp by then. But yeah,
Did you ever train with Randleman, by the way?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Now, Randleman, before he passed, rest in peace. I loved Kevin. He was my favorite guest ever. He was so much fun.
Yeah.
And he's such a nice guy. He hated Tito Ortiz. Like
He did. It was weird, like blonde-haired rivalry with those guys.
Well, when Tito actually when Randy Couture beat Mark Coleman, and Tito was in the crowd, like
we're
making
talking
fun.
deep cuts now.
Randleman got out of his house and ran to the arena to fight Tito, and Kevin's wife had to follow him in the car again. Get back in the house, like now. Who do you think would have won that fight?
What, Randleman and Tito?
Yeah, you train with both of them.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It depends on which Randleman we're talking about.
Prime Randleman versus Prime Tito.
No, we're talking EA Sports freaking trying to jump in there. I don't know. I think Tito. See, Prime is different. It's a different word because Tito, you always talk about fighters like they're freaking cereal box toys. They're like static and the same. There's like different versions.
No,
of
I know.
Tito.
Obviously, the last 8 fights that Randleman had with the losses he had.
Yeah.
I'm not counting those. That Kevin Randleman.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about Crow Cop knocking out Crow Cop.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the guy that I'm talking about that Kevin Randleman.
Bro, that's lost to the ages. Who knows?
It's fun. Who knows? People.
It is a fun discussion to have, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'll give it. I guess I'm just like. I don't know. I got a little bit of Tito Ortiz, like
Tito bias.
Yeah, I'm biased because you know what I mean. It was like my big bro. I grew up kind of with him and watched him.
He blocked me on one of my accounts.
Nice,
but then he follows me on the other one. So
what are you, a Russian troll fart?
I like it. Troll fart. All right, so let's talk about. Oh, okay. I also want to Victor Pearl Gonzalez, who's smoking hot. She was in gangs growing up in Chicago. And then she learned how to scrap and fight, and now she's an awesome fighter. She's the girl that she was fighting in the UFC and had implants, and they almost didn't let her fight because they thought that wasn't safe.
I thought they didn't let her fight.
What are you talking about?
In New York.
Chicks always have implants.
But she was like she's one of the pioneers of implants.
Titty technology?
In the UFC. So she's fighting a girl, Miranda Maverick, and Miranda Maverick won that tournament. Like Victor's doing tournaments now, like 4. So
where are those fights anyway? In Victor?
Kansas City. They actually asked me if I wanted to have my logo on the canvas.
Nice.
But it was a decent. It wasn't too much, but it would have been hard to,
justify.
It would have been like 2 Gucci bags.
Nice.
Or my name on the canvas for one fight. Anyway,
dude, let's do it. Fuck it.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
I almost want to get Weendawg's TikTok on it. That would be like.
Hey, bro, that's a dream come true right there.
All right, the next week, February 15th, Corey Anderson. He's a guy that knocked out
Johnny Walker.
Everyone was talking about Johnny Walker, and he knocked out Johnny Walker. He's fighting Jan Blachowicz.
Blachowicz.
Yeah. Who, also coming off a win, right?
Yeah.
Who'd he beat?
Jacare.
Oh, he beat Jacare?
Yeah, very close fight.
Who wins this fight?
Corey Anderson, probably, I'd say.
By the way, why'd you kick Jacare in the face when you weren't allowed to?
He deserved it.
What? Did you know did you just get caught up in the moment?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it wasn't on purpose.
No, I mean, I thought those were the rules.
Come on.
Yeah.
Really?
I know. I really felt like I was in the right there. I was really confused when they were stopping it.
But what organization was that allowed in that you fought in?
Pride and Dream, you weren't allowed to do that.
You weren't allowed Dream.
No. So,
but in your Pride fights, you were.
Yeah, and Pride, you were allowed to kick people in the face on the ground. I thought it was legit, but it's just a different.
So after you kicked them, right?
I thought I won the fight. I was like, yeah, I know.
Well, and then
always bring that up.
And then what does your corner say to you?
Get the blood off you and get back out there.
Now, did they say you're probably going to lose this because you kicked him in the face?
No, it was like I was confused because it was like a crazy moment. Oh yeah, it was like, what? Oh man, damn. And then I saw their face and it wasn't happy, and I was like, oh, all right, well I guess I did something wrong here. Look, everybody likes to sit in their chair and judge me.
I'm not judging him. I'm asking you honest questions. You kicked Jacare in the face.
Yeah.
He brought up Jacare. Okay. Yeah. I'm asking you. You were the only person in the world who knows what it's exactly like to kick him in the face, have the corner, and have everyone. I'm not asking you your opinion on socialism. A lot of people have opinions on socialism.
Is socialism the same as communism?
No, but a lot of people have opinions on socialism. Not many people could say they kicked Jacare in the face on a second fight and lost it. But a fight
lose.
Didn't you get disqualified?
No contest.
Okay.
Because it was it wasn't intentional. So it was I thought I was within the rules, but I wasn't.
But no, afterwards, did you get laid that night with a couple Asian girls?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Undoubtedly. Yeah.
One or two?
Yes.
Yeah.
How many women do you think you slept with in your life?
At least 6.
Today? Nice. What about you, Weendawg?
Oh, only 20.
20?
Yeah.
But, God damn, bro. Look, this young buck.
But how many have peed on you?
Dick.
Not a good majority. Let me
So out of your 20, how many have pissed on you? Because I'm going to do the percentages here.
I'll give you a number. I'll just say 3.
Nice.
3 pissed on you?
Because I prefer to do it in the shower.
Gotta get those numbers up, Weendawg. Really
I've never asked a girl to pee on me. How do you even bring that up?
Does your wife?
No.
Would she?
If I asked her, but I wouldn't want her. I don't think I would win many arguments after that. Shit, okay, guy who likes to get pissed on.
Listen, instead of the bag, I think you should. You know what I mean?
Yeah. By the way, babe, listen. No, I called her up. I was like, I bet because I'm going to be away Valentine's Day too.
Yeah.
I'm in Calgary, so I'm like, listen, babe. Instead of I got tickets for us to go see Little People Wrestling, and which I didn't. But she was like, "What?" Yeah, I go, "This is our Valentine," and she got annoyed. But I was like, I'm just kidding. And
bro, you're just the worst husband on earth.
I'm the best husband.
Are you?
I'm a great husband. The only thing I could be around more because I'm.
But where would your lady rank you?
She's only been married. I'm the first husband she had.
Because you got no one to compare it to?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I hear you.
Yeah. Guy who has threesomes and gets kicked out of his own gym is now fucking judging my...
Hey, I'm not... Hey, look, I'm a whole new man these days.
Who are these Mexican chicks?
Yeah, randoms, yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy that you never even use social media to get laid.
I know, yeah.
Like, you never DM people, right?
I didn't, that's not my thing. I don't know.
I thought you were
like face-to-face contact. You can.
I thought you were gonna bang Ariane that one night, or one of those, a couple of those UFC ring girls. That it was the night you won, and you made that speech at the MMA Awards, and you were dancing, and they were all surrounded you, like all the ring girls, and you were like the you were like the first alternative fighter.
Yeah.
Like you came in as a rock star that night.
I still am. Kind of feels weird.
Okay, so let's talk about the next week, because I think that card is actually
the more exciting card is next week, right?
Diego Sanchez.
Oh God,
who got popped for steroids?
Did he?
But isn't being suspended like last week? But it was one of those things that, like, it wasn't enough to prove that he did anything, or he said he's never done anything illegal in his life.
What the fuck?
As far as that,
how come everybody always gets popped and say like tainted supplements?
Because it's like so.
It's like the new
defense.
Yeah.
But I kind of believe Diego. I don't think he's taking anything other than like maybe meth or something. So so he's taking on this guy Michael Pereira. Now please.
Oh yeah, Pereira.
Now you got to see this guy. This guy used to be in the circus, right? And he does flips on the way. It's MiChelPereira. Eira. His last fight, he does the most craziest shit I've ever seen.
Was it the Brazilian dude?
Yeah.
Nice, yeah.
He's ready. But his last fight, he fought a guy that was like lighter than him and gassed out completely by the third because he was doing backflips before the fight.
Mm-hmm. And in the fight.
And in the fight. Look at some of his highlights. Do we have some of his highlights? I don't even know, because I got to get the Mayhem breakdown of how you'd fight this guy. Look at Michael Pereira highlights.
So he does like.
It looks like it's that video.
Capoeira?
Right,
is that what you're
It's
saying?
Capoeira times 3. There's one where he's like mid. There's one. Go back a little bit. There's one where he was like mid. No.
That's him for sure.
This is him. Okay.
That's him.
Yeah. That right there. Look at some of the stuff he does. I don't even know how you'd even train for this. Okay. And the guy seems like he's having too much fun in there. You're like, you want to have fun in the cage, that you always had fun, but then there's like.
Yeah, this is capoeira techniques.
Okay, that's not one of the. That was a decent one.
Yeah, it gets crazier
But watch.
than that.
All right, that was a decent one too.
Yeah, he's a guy who's like creative. Yeah, this is capoeira kicks.
Yeah, but some of it is like, watch.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's capoeira. What do you mean?
But what is the point of
Come
that?
on, bro. You never play with Eddie Gordo on Tekken? What's wrong with you?
But what is the point of like that? I mean, come on, like that, like is
Bro,
that
that's a legitimate technique.
really?
Wow.
Oh, what? And the ref like stopped him from that?
Is that a groin
Because
kick?
he
or
landed on his head.
Yeah, because he kicked him in the face. That's illegal.
Now,
He's wearing a crow cop pants.
yeah.
Hey, look, I feel like this guy is a dynamic type striker. I feel like this is a good fight. Wow. Bro, I love this guy already. You know what I mean? I'm definitely. This is why I'm tuned into next week's card.
Him versus Diego Sanchez. How crazy is that going to be?
Yeah, pretty crazy. Yeah, and I feel like Diego is a type of guy who will respond well to this type of activity. He's a good scrambling type guy, and you need to be able to scramble if you're going to fight a guy who does this type of crazy.
Can you realistically fight like this? Like if you're a top 5 fighter, or is this just?
Well, I mean, look, there's always dudes. I'm sure he's like going to clean up his style. Like, you omit the things that don't work and you use the things that do work. So I'm sure he doesn't do all these same techniques in every fight, but he's a wild son of a bitch. And I'll tell you what, I'll be tuning into that fight for sure. I mean, at the bare minimum, I'll be watching the highlights. Yeah, I mean...
Can you do any of this?
Yeah, I used to do all this crap.
Really?
I would always do it in training, like kind of goof off. But yeah, when
You could do a backflip like that?
I didn't have the balls to like do this wild shit in the cage because I felt like they were kind of extemporaneous techniques.
You think?
That are kind of waste your energy. But hell, if he has the energy for it, I say do it. It's gonna sell tickets, that's for sure.
No, he's one of my favorite fighters. I mean, his last fight, he kind of got a little embarrassed because he was completely out of gas by the third round, and if he hadn't done all this before the fight, during the walk-in, and then
he was doing it in the walk-in.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Well, good for him. Yeah, I think maybe he needs to do some conservation of energy. But a guy like this is going to be hard to like coach him to not. I mean, look, what I'm seeing from these highlights is a lot of wild shit, but some very solid technique. Like the grappling techniques flow effortlessly from the striking techniques, and that's something you can't really teach. If you can do both, if you can transition from these wild striking techniques into like awesome grappling, I feel like that's awesome. Like it's a next level fighter. So he could be top 5. I don't know. We'll see. It's a great test for him to fight an aging Diego Sanchez, because it's going to give us some highlight reel opportunities. But yeah, it's going to prove what he can do.
Oh my God!
But the guy didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, this guy is dynamic.
Now, do you think some of his power is kind of being taken away by some of this stuff?
No, what do you mean? Some of those techniques are very strong, bro. Like those spin kicks, that jumping around. Obviously, not everyone lands perfect, but the fact that he does these things and it's so hard to tell what the hell he's going to do. Man, that's
the funniest was like Daniel Cormier was like commenting on this fight. He was like, "What the hell?" He goes, "I never seen anything like this before." He goes, "What is going on?" Yeah.
These are not traditional techniques for sure, but like these are capoeira techniques. Like if you study martial arts outside,
he's in the circus or something.
Yeah, if you study martial arts outside of the norm mixed martial arts, you'll see these techniques.
Wow.
Yeah, this guy is one to watch, isn't he? Does he speak English?
His record is 23-10.
Yeah, nice.
I don't know. I mean, I want Diego to win, but I get a little nervous by Diego's chin as of late.
Yeah, I mean, look, we talk about it all the time that when you get older, it's harder to take punches. And so a guy like this, I mean, they're trying to set it up to see Michael Pereira get another highlight reel.
Yeah, I wish that they didn't have Diego as a sacrificial lamb.
Hey, look, I mean, Diego's a beast. He's like he wants to do it.
He beat Mickey Gall. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah,
That was a domination too. So he still got some.
Mickey Gall had some kind of, what did he say? Something happened to his body.
He had
though.
Mickey gallstones.
Also on that card, Yancy Medeiros, who I love, Hawaiian guy, tons of heart. He's fighting Lando Venata. Lando's a guy that they got him out of nowhere out of Greg Jackson's to fight Tony Ferguson on like 3 days' notice.
Wow.
And almost won.
Yeah.
Nice.
And people were picking him. And so that was that.
Coming off like 2 decisions, like like ties.
Yeah.
Draws.
So he's fighting Yancey. And then also John Dodson's fighting Nathaniel Wood. I love Dodson.
Yeah, what's up with Dodson these days? Like, did he have injury problems or what? Like,
he's had a rough go.
That's what
He
I
also
mean.
like got up. He gets up to a 180.
Yeah, that's
And
a
then
very
cuts
strange.
down
He
to
loves
one-
to eat, that kid.
Cuts down
He's
to
a great cook and just loves to eat. So I don't know how the hell he's going to do it 180.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big change. What, to 145?
135.
35. So I mean, he's like cutting off, like, you know what I mean, like one of your wrestlers.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot of weight.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a third of his body weight.
I know. Yeah.
Also, Nico Montano, who won the Ultimate Fighter, is Native American, but then he missed weight a couple times. Some stuff went down. She's fighting Macy Chasen, who also won the Ultimate Fighter. What?
She's gonna be champion someday.
She got beat up her last fight.
Is she?
Yeah. Chasen lost. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know about that.
I'll edit that out of the podcast of me saying that.
Come on. Also in Bellator, Ed Ruth, who was like a 3-time national champion for Penn State, doesn't use his wrestling anymore.
Well,
he's fighting Yaroslav Amasov, who's 22-0. That should be a good fight. Also, Brandon Gertz taking on Miles Jury. Another good fight. Terrell Fortune, who's 8-0, I think a national champion, a 2-time, fighting Tim Johnson. Tim is a guy from North Dakota I came to a couple of my shows, nice guy. He was a bouncer at a strip club and an Uber driver while in the UFC.
Oh, yeah.
Ranked like number 12 or something, which is like crazy because you could not get a guy on, like the worst guy on the Knicks isn't going to be an Uber driver working at a strip club while on the Knicks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what? Or are you going to like get out and claim for a fighters union? Is that what you're trying to do?
I don't know what I'm trying to
claim. Shit ain't
claim.
happening. You get fired. You're going to kick you off this show and kick you off to every UFC. You're not never be able to go in again.
That happened to Leslie
Happened
Smith.
to everybody.
Also, all right, so that was that. And then Paul Felder versus Dan Hooker in New Zealand.
That's a good ass fight.
That's a good fight. And let's talk about some MMA headlines that are going on right now. So, please?
Yeah.
All right. So,
I mean, I love listening to you rattle off the card. Like, just read the damn website.
all right.
For
So,
everybody.
Logan Paul. All right.
This doesn't really count as MMA, but fuck it. We'll talk about.
All right.
Let's just talk about the phenomenon that is Logan Paul.
Okay, so Logan Paul and his brother Jake Paul were big YouTube stars. They make these funny videos. I don't know. I didn't watch any of their videos.
I know it's so strange because I keep having to talk about these guys. They're so far outside. Weed, you're our young guy.
Yeah.
Tell us about their popularity. Explain to us why the hell I should care.
Most big YouTubers like Jake and Logan Paul, their entire fan base, let's say 95% of their fan base are like kids in middle school, 8 to 11-year-olds.
But what are they doing? What kind of videos do they make?
Like vlogs. Like, they just film themselves like going around doing like stupid stuff around town, you know. Like Logan Paul is famous for filming a dead Japanese dude hanging in the haunted
Yeah, that
I
was,
heard about that.
That was
of
what got him in
course.
trouble, right?
Yeah, but give us the deep cuts. Are they like playing Minecraft? What the fuck?
No, they're just walking around filming themselves like with their friends, like
So
talking
he had
shit
a
and-
boxing match against this guy KSI.
Yeah.
Who was also,
I remember, yeah.
And it was pretty close. I think the first one was a draw, but I think Logan looked like he would have won. Second one was also close. He lost. The kid was a good wrestler in college, in high school. I think he placed in the States, in Ohio, which is a good wrestling state. And now he looks jacked. I mean, the kid looks shredded. And his brother, Jake Paul, fought some kid that, like, they said it was going to be competitive.
Bro, I saw the fight. That was like me versus Weendawg.
Yeah.
It was not fair. Like, it was like a bully beatdown, but like instead the victim fought the bully. Like, it was so ridiculous. Like,
But that guy had 2 wins. Who'd he beat, that kid? 2
wins?
Yeah.
No.
He did. He was 2-0 as a boxer.
Yeah, he was fighting even bigger chumps.
Who was he fighting?
I don't know. Listen, bro, I don't know.
It looked like he never had a fight before,
I don't know what's
right?
going on in the world of boxing, but like now these dudes are selling out arenas, and I mean the boxing level. Whew.
So now Antonio Brown, who was, I don't follow NFL, but was supposedly the best player in the NFL, who like kind of went crazy. He was sexual harassment stuff, was like whipping out his.
I thought he got a domestic. Oh no, he like whipped out his
dick to the trainer.
No.
And then he had a big mural that a woman was painting of him in his house. He started jerking off behind her. Like, he had all kinds of weird things that were like, and then he like went off on his moving company. There was a mover.
I heard about that too. Yeah.
So he's like,
this guy's boxing now.
Well, now he's supposed to box against Logan Paul.
Get the fuck out of here. That is not happening. Are you serious?
No, they were face to face at the Super Bowl.
Awesome.
Now, at first, I'm like, oh, this guy's going to kill Logan Paul because he's a professional athlete and football player.
Yeah, but at the same time, boxing ain't football.
And can we pull up Logan Paul hitting the mitts? Because after hitting the mitts, I'm like, not Logan Paul. I mean, Antonio Brown hitting the mitts. Logan Paul's going to kill this guy.
Yeah.
Because he's never boxed before, it seems like.
Yeah, it's weird that, like, I remember a big challenge we had in Bully Beatdown was we couldn't get the guys, like, you have a professional fighter fight an amateur.
Yeah.
Yeah, so watching this, like, the guy's just learning how to box right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird. Like, I can't believe that the athletic commissions will let this happen.
Well, the other guy's 0-2 as a fighter, though.
Because
Logan Paul's 0-2.
The whole theory behind athletic commissions is for fighter safety. So if this dude doesn't know how to fight at all, he's just going to go in there and get brain damage.
Yeah,
like,
but he's fighting a guy who's 0-2. Logan Paul's record is 0-2.
No, it's not.
Yeah, they are. They're both losses to KSI. The brother is the one that was Jake.
Logan won one of those.
No, he never lost. Maybe he's 0-1.
I think there was a draw.
He never actually beat him.
Oh, it's a draw. So a guy with a record of 0-1-1 is going to fight a guy who has a record of 0-0.
So of course they're going to sanction it.
That's so strange. Yeah. Okay.
And it's going to make $1 million. People are going to tune into this.
Billion. We're talking about it. So
now, do you think though this guy with the athletic ability he has?
Look, man, if I coach this guy for a couple weeks,
you think he could beat Logan Paul?
He could beat Mayweather with my techniques.
No, I'm serious. Like this guy obviously is an athlete, right?
Yeah,
you can even see him hitting the bag right now. He's obviously knows he got power.
And then what? So we're gonna give Logan Paul another loss.
Do you think he could beat Logan Paul?
I don't know.
Logan Paul actually has had 2 training camps and has had 2 fights.
Yeah.
There's also juice to the gills.
Can we look up Logan Paul boxing highlights? All right, so this is Antonio Brown hitting the bag. He's learning for the first time. Obviously, he's brand new. Why would he let anyone film this?
What if this is all set up, though? What if he's like boxing shitty on purpose?
Yeah. That could
you think he's? No, come on. He's that smart?
What are you trying to say? Because he's black, he's not smart?
No, he's smarter than you.
I'm sure he is.
All right, so let's look up. But then you see Logan Paul boxing. I mean,
I've seen Logan Paul box a little bit, and yeah, it's like he has some fundamentals down. He knows how to box a little bit, so it's not like I don't know. I guess the whole fact that we're talking about it on an actual fight show.
So who wins? So basically, that guy fighting or
Logan Paul looks like he knows how to box. So I mean, it seems like Vegas odds is going to be over Logan Paul, right? And then what? And they weigh the same, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. It's got, but the difference is, right, is that the KSI dude is just like he's not really a boxer either. So, and Antonio Brown is like an even better athlete. So, I mean, I think maybe old Paul might get his ass kicked again. Who knows? Who knows? I could be wrong.
In other boxing news,
Oh, God.
Colby Covington recently did an interview.
Oh, he's back, huh?
So he's back, and he's
He can
saying
talk now.
he could talk. I think
All right.
he's saying that it was fake news. His jaw was never wired. He's saying that in the first, he had him hurt, and the ref, he tweeted out like, "Hey, Mark Goddard,
Yeah, I saw
you're
that.
on. This guy's nuts. Yada yada." He said that he was winning, and the guy faked a low blow. It kind of seemed that way, no?
I mean, didn't just seem that way. I love old Marty, but Kamaru Usman, but at the same time, look, he did the classic wrestler maneuver. Like, if it looked like it was a foul, you like say it was a foul, and then catch your breath. Like,
Is that a wrestler? Why is that a wrestler maneuver?
Because like in wrestling, like you get like it looks like you get poked in the eye.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fake it and take a moment.
Then he
if
said-
the referee agrees with you, then go roll with it.
Did you ever
if
do
you
that in
ain't
a fight?
cheating, you ain't trying, right?
you ever do that in a fight?
Nah, I never did. I got hit in the nuts like for real, and then just didn't even take the 2 minutes. I just took like 20 seconds.
By who?
And I forget, Mura, and like then I went out and kicked him right in the balls. It's like that's I've come from the old school. If he fouls you, foul him back. But like it's like one of those things where it's the smart move. Is it like manly? No. But
then,
I mean, I don't fault guys for taking advantage of the system.
Then he said that like he poked him in one eye, and it was the other guy that he was complaining about.
Yeah, that was weird too. I saw that too. Again, it's like fighting is about being smart, and if you get a chance to take a breath, why not take the breath? I don't fault the guy. Yeah, I think it's kind of pussy, but at the same time, is it smart? Did he win? Yeah.
Now, okay, so Colby's saying this. Colby's back. He also said he wants to box 50 Cent. He says that
Why?
Because 50
of all the men to call out.
Well,
in the world.
I guess after he lost, 50 posted something about him being a Trump supporter or something, and yada yada. He said he'll box him with one arm behind his back.
Nice.
Who do you think wins?
Colby.
With one arm?
All day.
Come on.
Yeah.
50 was a boxer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Look, hold on.
Did you read
Let's
that in his
pull up,
CD
Pull
chart?
up 50 Cent boxing.
Oh, wow.
There's actually there's footage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And so 50 Cent know how to box.
Allegedly.
So 50 Cent, 45-year-old up in the club rapper, is going to beat up Colby Covington.
With one arm?
in his prime.
One arm? Yeah.
I think with both arms, Colby wins. One arm, if the one arm actually is tied behind his back.
If it's literally tied behind his back.
This is 50 Cent boxing.
Oh, wow. He's in the heavy bag. All right.
It's a speed bag, so...
Yeah,
Oh, he got Mayweather.
a speed bag,
so.
I mean, yeah. So, yeah, he's training with Mayweather.
Yeah.
So, I mean, all right, maybe you won me over. Maybe
Now, that's
50
pretty good,
Cent-
right? That speed bag?
Maybe 50 Cent. Well, you know what? Fuck it. I totally changed my mind. Way to go. All my expertise out the window. Look, the fact, again, we're talking about this. This could be bigger than the Jake Paul fight.
Now with two arms, does 50 last?
Nah.
But with one arm?
One arm, I'm still, I'll give it to 50. But two arms, I don't know, man. At the same, why in the fuck would 50 Cent agree to that? There's no fucking way that the 50 Cent will ever. It's just we're just talking about bullshit now. That little Mexican boy could probably beat 50 Cent. Yeah.
All right. Is there any more 50 Cent boxing photos we can show? There's got to be
exactly.
something.
You showed me one fucking minute. You showed me
not this
30
one,
seconds
other one. Other YouTube clips
of speed bag.
There's got to be other
See him
clips.
sparring or something.
Who's this Mexican kid, by the way? We got to sign
he's
him.
a bad motherfucker.
He probably had a threesome with his sisters.
Yeah.
All right.
likely.
So, all right. Is there any other? Now, did they speak Spanish to you during threesome or no?
Ay, papi.
Really?
That's all they said, yeah.
Yeah, it happens. All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that it's great that we live in an era where you can just call out like your favorite club rapper to have a fist fight. Like, I just feel like everybody has a voice, and yeah, I feel like America, we're really not wasting it. We're really using
There's
it.
no other 50 Cent hitting the thing?
Bro, there's no
All
such
right.
thing
So
as 50
I don't know if you watched on Super Bowl weekend. Masvidal and Usman got into it.
Yeah, I
at
saw
press
that.
row. But
Yeah, what is this? Why does everybody got to talk shit and get in a fight in public?
Well, I don't know what
Is
I'm
that-
watching. This is not 50 Cent.
Yeah, that's 50
He's
Cent.
fighting a
50 Cent?
7-year-old kid.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
boxing.
Okay,
he's
perfect.
boxing a 10-year-old right now.
He's getting his ass
He's
whipped.
boxing John Dotson.
Yeah.
All right. So
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I mean, based on 50 right now, do you see anything with 50 that could concern?
50 Cent is really beating the shit out of his 10-year-old.
Is that his kid, you think?
Yeah.
Oh, it's his kid?
So
Oh, okay.
Good for him. So that's all we got to base my recommendation on. I guess Kobe Covington, if he has better hands than a 10-year-old, boxing in the studio, and maybe you can do it.
There's no other 50 Cent like actually hitting like a heavy bag. Is that 50 Cent boxing too?
The show has hit a new low.
Who's this guy?
Wait, 50 Cent boxing in a parking lot?
Is that 50? It looks like
It
him.
is 50.
This is 7 years ago.
I think 50 is like one of the best entertainers that we've ever seen grace the world, but at the same time, I don't know his boxing skills. I feel like it was a good thing for Kobe to call him out because it's a safe fight. It's a safe bet. The one-handed thing, I think you're right. I think maybe 50 could get a good shot depending on is he putting down his left or his right hand?
It's a good point.
That's the good question. That's a big question.
All right. So, okay. So, in other news, let's talk about other news. Yeah. So, 50 Cent versus. So, Masvidal Usman just saying is going to happen July 4th weekend.
No way.
In Las Vegas.
All right, I'm into it.
Now, you think Usman wins that?
I think Usman has the skills to do it. I don't think he's going to get. He's not going to fall into a trap of like doing a kickboxing fight with him. He's not going to fight him like he fought Kobe, because Kobe like has good takedown defense. You know, he might have got a front headlock. You know, it might have made it a good wrestling match. And why would Usman want that? You know, when Usman was obviously, if I was in Usman's corner, telling him, "Hey, look, you're winning the stand up. Stand up.
Was he winning the stand up though? It was pretty even.
At first, it was like you could tell that Kobe like wore out a little bit, and then his boxing wasn't as clean as it once was, and then those punches started to pour on, and Usman won the damn fight.
I had
handily.
a 2-2 going into the 5th.
Really?
Yeah.
I had it. Oh, maybe you're right. Yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, it was pretty even, but you know,
supposedly Usman's hand was broken too, though. If that's true.
What?
Yeah, that he broke his hand.
We would have known that. He did press right after his hand was fine.
No, before the fight, his hand was broken. He got into a fight with a broken hand. That's word on the street.
Word on the streets.
So,
what streets are you on? Fucking back streets you're standing behind Kaiser Permanente digging through the trash?
Yes, yes. All right. So Ali Abdulaziz says that Conor has to get through Gaethje before he fights Khabib again.
The alleged terrorist is making demands.
He's the manager too.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, you like he's a terrorist?
No, didn't we have a guy on the show?
Uncle Creepy.
Creepy, guaranteed on his life, on his mushroom supply, said that guy was a terrorist, and now it's got me like fucked up, like because I'm just feel like that's a really big, bold claim to make.
No, it's a lot of people. A lot of people are making that claim.
Really?
Yeah.
He's on the FBI terrorist watch list.
I feel like that's pretty racist to say.
No, come on, not racist.
It is racist to say. Yeah.
Isn't he black?
I think it's like actually like.
If I just say Kobe Covington is a terrorist, couldn't he sue me for a fucking? I don't have any proof of this.
I don't know if there's proof or not, but a lot of people are saying. That's all I'm trying to say. Now,
what the fuck? Who are you getting this from? Donald Trump?
Uncle
people?
Creepy told me that.
Yeah, a lot of people.
All right, so
Creepy.
Google it.
Google it.
Yeah. Now GSP has been named a new Love Hemp brand ambassador.
New Love Hemp.
I guess when you want to hump someone for 25 minutes. But yeah, I guess it's like Love Hemp, and GSP's their ambassador.
Did he get it from Speedweed?
I don't know, but he humped you for 25 minutes, right?
Yeah. Slow stroked me. Jesus Christ.
Was it 15 minutes?
I didn't even use any CBD love oil.
Did you guys hang out afterwards or no?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, high five and hang out with a cool guy.
Yeah?
Yeah. What, what? He's a hemp ambassador?
Yeah.
That's what's going down now? Listen, when my weed company hits the streets, y'all kids are all going to be stoned.
Oh, God, yeah.
Send you back to rehab.
Yeah, you'll end up naked in a church. That's how strong it is. All right, so... okay.
You're not going to buy any of my marijuana from a marijuana company?
All right, so, by the way, Dylan Dennis wants to fight Logan Paul. Dylan Dennis is a jiu-jitsu guy.
Everybody is just calling out Logan Paul. I'm calling out...
Logan Paul?
No, not Logan Paul. I want to call out...
another YouTuber?
PewDiePie.
Who?
PewDiePie. I'm going to fight PewDiePie.
Who's PewDiePie?
Yeah, you're not cool.
He's
like
the biggest YouTuber of all time.
I would like to fight PewDiePie.
Who is he?
He has over 100 million subscribers.
But what is he?
He just plays video games.
Bro,
That's
how
it.
am I supposed to fucking explain? It's like trying to explain the ocean to you.
Yeah,
it's trying
right.
to explain the way. It's trying to explain
A large group of mass of water that separates continents. I think that's pretty easy.
Yeah, but I'm talking about every little intricacy down to the microbiome of the ocean. That is PewDiePie, and he is.
That's who you're calling out?
I'm calling him out.
How's your cardio?
Fuck, it's good enough for a YouTuber. Yeah. Can't wait.
So Logan Paul, who wins that fight? Logan's got the advantage of jiu-jitsu, but obviously
Dylan does.
I think the other guy.
Logan?
I mean Dylan. Dylan.
Expert
Yeah, I mean
analysis
Dylan's
there.
got the advantage of jiu-jitsu.
Fucking
Logan's got
crazy,
the advantage. Logan's got wrestling, and then striking. I would almost give it to Logan. No.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I mean, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Logan, I've never seen a more complete fighter than Logan Paul.
Who wins that? Who do you think wins? Dylan Dennis or Logan Paul?
Why are we even talking about it?
Because he called him out. That's why we're calling it. Yes.
He called him out? But why? The guy doesn't even fight MMA? He wants to do an MMA fight with him?
Yes.
Awesome.
Who wins?
I don't know, but I'm fucking signing both these guys. We're going to get them guys. We're going to get them guys, and I want them to fight for me. Like, we're going to make this happen, bro.
Who's we? When?
Come
Where?
on. Right here. Speedweed Studios.
It's
February
called Better
28th.
Box. It's Better Box.
Better Box Studios. Okay, we're fucking making it happen, bro. I'm going to sign these guys. If they really want to make it happen, we can make it happen.
By the way, I didn't mean that Logan Paul has a jiu-jitsu thing. I know that's going to be a fucking comment, too.
No.
Yeah,
all right,
good.
so anyway, all right, I got to figure out how to not get these comments to my emails. All right. So,
no, let them keep coming, bro.
By the way, Jessica Penne and Rowdy Beck have an OnlyFans account. You know how porn stars have like OnlyFans?
Nice.
Yeah.
That's like for $10.
How long before these ladies start getting naked and grappling?
Well,
are they going to grapple together naked? I don't know, man. I hate to, I don't want to disrespect the ladies, but I mean that would be one.
But I guess like people
I would
are
definitely put some coins on that.
really. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. They're not going to get naked, I don't think. I mean,
No.
Rowdy Beck, I think, would get naked before Jessica Penne. But Penny's the kind of girl that might just go, fuck it, I'm doing porn. She's pretty angry.
Really?
Like, I mean,
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Nah,
It's a
she's a classy
subscription
lady.
service?
She is classy, but I think she might be like, no, this is my body. She might take the feminist approach to it.
My body, my choice.
Yeah, and be like,
All right.
fuck it. Now, would you watch her porn? I
mean-
feel like she'd have resting bitch face the whole time. Like, no matter
hot.
if there's one guy or 15
type.
guys. It's just, really?
I think it's bizarre that we're in this world where, I mean, what? She can't fight anymore? Is that?
She got banned for
She
4 years.
got banned for 4 fucking years.
Yeah.
That is wild.
Oh, by the way, there was a fight that she commented. She's doing commenting.
Oh,
she
she's
did.
great,
She did a
yeah.
commenting last week. This guy's arm broke so bad on CFFC. Could we look up? I think the guy's name is Hernandez or something. It's one of the worst breaks I've ever seen in my
Nice.
life.
Are we about to watch someone's arm get snapped off?
Yes.
All right. I'm into it if you can find it.
Oh, okay. No, we're definitely going to find it. I had it written down before I sent you the wrong thing. So recent events. All right. So look up CFFC.
Hernandez arm break.
Hernandez arm break.
MMA.
Is that what it was?
I don't know. I'm just throwing out
CFFC.
tags.
I think it was. It was arm break.
I think you got it.
What? It was like the guy got caught in the arm.
Oh, yeah.
bar?
Look at this. Look at this. Now, what would you do differently if you were this guy? You just probably should tap, right?
I
Hold
hate
on.
this. I hate this.
So right here. Ah!
Shoulder went right there.
Bro!
I didn't even see what's happening.
His arm.
That don't look. Oh. Yeah, in the moment, bro, you get pretty pumped up. You don't feel that shit. That does look pretty fucking nasty, yeah.
He has like no reaction to it at all, too.
So what should he
yeah.
have done?
Tap?
Jason, you're our expert.
Let me watch again. Oh, yeah. I don't know. He was too deep in there. He should have just like gone back down into guard and like reset his arm. Like you have to like the natural reaction is to try to pull your arm out, but with that glove on, you can't do it. So you gotta like go back down in the guard and like you reset your arm, like put your arm deeper in there, because when you're pulling it out halfway like that, all the weight is on your arm. He shouldn't have stood up like that in the first place. But at the same time, it's one of those things where you don't realize the technique is happening. That's the best kind of jiu-jitsu technique. You don't realize the technique is happening, and then it.
So his arm should have been deeper?
Yeah, like because he stood up and all the weight was on his forearm, that's why his arm snapped. The best, he probably thought that that couldn't happen, but it did. So what you do is if you get caught in this position with your arm stuck like that with a guy who does this, really he was going for a shoulder lock. What you do is reset yourself, put him back down on the ground and dig your arm out, like loosen your arm out. Because standing up like that, it's weird because most guys can't do this, but get your elbow turned at a, once it gets past 180 degrees and goes inwards, it starts putting pressure on the shoulder. And he figured he could slide him off, but obviously it didn't happen.
The only good thing is that jerking off probably is a whole different angle now.
I know, yeah. It feels like it's someone else. Yeah, that's the one upside. You're always looking at the sunnier side. I appreciate that about you.
Oh my God.
All right. What else, by the way? Oh, Deontay Wilder is fighting
let's
Tyson
talk about
Fury.
that. Look, everybody is kind of on this like Tyson Fury train, and I get it. He's like the great white hype. That guy's awesome. But I don't know, man. I think Deontay put it on him a little bit last time, and I think he might even come in stronger and smarter this time.
How did Fury get up from that knockout?
Dude, cocaine is a hell of a drug.
I mean, he was out.
I know.
It was like The Undertaker.
I know. He rose up from the dead. Yeah. Look, I feel like this guy, dude, Tyson Fury is like that kind of talent that comes along like once in like.
Have you ever been knocked out cold like that?
Nah.
Never.
Never.
Even in sparring or training?
Got knocked out. Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
You never got wobbled?
Nah, I got kind of wobbled, but
by who, Lawler?
Lawler wobbled me, but like at the same time, like. I never went to sleep. Like in any fight, I've been kicked in the face. Never went to sleep. I was lucky enough to like where I just got a chin like that.
You ever train with Tank Abbott?
No.
No, really?
No, I know. Yeah, I never even met him.
That was before your time?
Never seen him. No, it's just we're just like two ships passing in the
Don
night.
Fry, you ever train with?
Nope.
Dan Severn?
Nope.
Really?
I know. I missed
Roy Nelson?
Yeah. I early. Yeah. I missed like that whole swath of characters, like because they were like before my time, and I was like on to some different
Now,
stuff.
Roy Nelson, did he ever you ever spar with him?
Yeah.
What was
Scratched
like?
me in the eye one time.
Really?
Oh, I was so pissed.
What was like?
Yeah.
He didn't rock you?
No, never. No.
Okay,
At the time that I trained with him, he didn't know how to box that well, and I just moved. And like I was like lighter and faster, so I just like, you know what I mean. He hadn't developed his striking yet, and so he was just
his grappling was great though, right?
Yeah, his grappling was really good. Yeah, he was a really good grappler. But like at the time, he didn't know how to box.
You ever train with Mir?
Yeah.
What was that like?
Yeah, he's a beast too. Like he's so heavy. So he was the size difference between us. When I was competing, I was walking around light. So he's an amazing grappler.
All right, so we're going to actually read some of the YouTube comments. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself.
Please.
But we're going to close the show on this because we've been actually getting a lot of love. I mean, as far as YouTube comments go, I've never gotten more love ever. I mean,
positive.
All right, but this is okay, someone says, it's crazy that Mayhem seems fine, and it seems like Adam has CTE. That's kind of funny.
I used to think I had CTE. It just turns out I was really stoned.
Really?
Yeah.
No, come on.
I was forgetting stuff.
All right. So the one with last week with we got 97 likes, 3 dislikes on the Austin Vanderford one, which is nice. This over Fighter and the Kid any day. That's nice.
That's very good.
Is Fighter and the Kid even still on? I never even see that shit.
Mayhem needs to go back on the JRE for old time's sake and promote the podcast.
Yeah,
there you go.
That'd be kind of cool. Podcast gets better every day, Adam. Always dope. Mayhem coming in hot. Start the beef. The Austin Vanderford was.
What's up with Theo Von beef? Are you still beefing with him?
No, he didn't. He didn't
Never even respond back.
No,
that's like just the ghosting is the new like go fuck yourself.
Another great episode. Getting slob knocked. Is that something you said?
Slobber knocker?
Yeah. Adam, thanks for letting Mayhem speak his mind. Oh, this guy fucking always tells me how much I suck. I held back.
Come on, read the shitty ones.
This is gonna be the best. Only here for Adam. Why does Adam sound like he has CTE? And Mayhem sound like vibrant as a LED light. That's nice. Killing Fighter and the Kid. Mayhem so unfiltered. I love it. Mayhem versus Dan Hardy comeback fight.
Oh, that would be fun.
That'd be a good fight, right?
Yeah, I guess.
You guys are all great. Love the show. I want to say how happy I am. Mayhem's back and doing good. Always been a huge fan. Baby Sam Tripoli. Adam, when you play video back, shut up so we can hear the video. Okay.
What do you mean?
Like when I play videos, first of all, the reason why we can't show you some of the videos because we were showing you guys UFC videos, and then the UFC was taking down the podcast. So that's why the podcast was taken down that week. Just so you guys know, I'm a respectable lady pool house visitor.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
What was that from?
No, it's like some lady is like trying to get at me.
That's nice. Amanda. It's a girl. There we go.
It's a girl.
Adam, I should write a book. Hell, you fucking 2 porn stars. Excited for Mayhem Mixed Martial Arts. Weendawg Army. Awesome show. Yeah, so these are good. If Adam runs 5 miles, I give him serious props. Okay, I do run 5 miles. So then we talk about the Renato Laranja one. That one got over 8,000 views already.
Nice.
That one says, this should be the podcast. It's always good.
We just gotta like start taking these out and like every podcast we have, we should make sure to like review them. You know what I mean? So we can improve.
Yeah, of course.
Shout outs.
More people can like interact with us, and we can like kind of give some shout outs. And
Dude, I love Mayhem. I randomly searched on him on YouTube today. The Dream Team. But jokes aside, Mayhem has some good questions. He can give Ariel Helwani a run for his money. Renato, Mayhem acting like an old man is hilarious. He does that grumpy scowl thing. Comes with the energy.
I'm stuck like this, guys.
I love how people who never fought professionally or even try to tell fighters how fighting works. Hey, Adam, going to a wrestling tournament or a BJJ tournament, after 1 minute, you'd be gassed. This sport is harder than you think. I've had more wrestling tournaments than you've ever had in your life, dude.
Oh, really?
Number one.
How do you know that? That guy could be NCAA champion.
Because even if he could be, but he probably isn't commenting on my thing. But I would be gassed. That's 1,000%. He's right on that. And by the way, I'm allowed to have an opinion. If I didn't have an opinion, there'd be no show. So, like, what the fuck you want from me?
It might be a better show.
Super serious MMA talk with decent points. Go back to back-to-back hilarious episodes. This is underrated. I don't get it.
We just got to get that algorithm. Look, if people like post and comment and shit, if you just like spam our comment section right now, we will definitely come up in the rankings. So
yeah, and everyone that posted and also post it on Instagram and Twitter and
Reddit.
Facebook and Reddit.
Oh yeah, we got to get on Reddit. Shit,
these three had a palm
so
in it.
many these days.
This is the best podcast ever. Keep it up. First timer, great. Best episode. Yeah, I mean, these are actually.
Are you just gonna jerk off this?
All these comments are by Adam.
No, these are good. Best character of all
troll
time.
accounts do you have?
Dude, all right, hold on. Jason Miller and Ian McCall. That one that one's hilarious. That one we got like over 2,100. Only here for Mayhem. Assertion of dominance via butt dart. Why is Adam doing criminal backgrounds on the guests? Somebody says, how could I contact Mayhem? Someone below that go, his parole officer.
Nice. Zing. Got me.
He goes,
you know what? Fuck that. I'm about to fuck up these comment sections. I'm about to get on. I have a Google account.
New subscriber, Mayhem, Mucho Loves, Weendawg Army.
Yeah.
Ian McCall's insufferable. Someone is racist.
Insufferable. I like that word.
So we got a lot of positive stuff, which is good. I mean, compared, I guess maybe only the negative ones are the ones that I actually pay attention to. But
should we like tell fans to like post questions that they have for the show so we can answer them on air?
Probably a good idea.
Yes. All that stuff is good.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So what do you have coming up, Jason?
Yeah, this, that, and the other. I'm working on some stuff. I'll keep you updated. My new Mayhem martial arts is up, so I'm like, it's up, but as I'm building it out, so it's a whole thing.
Nice.
So it's some next level. Where the hell are you going to go for comedy? You're going to?
I'm going to Calgary for a week.
Yeah, what's that about? Is that just
next week? I'm
show?
at the Comedy Cave in Calgary next week. I'm just gone for a week and then I'm back.
Hell
yeah.
All right.
And then I'm back the rest of the month.
I thought you were moving there.
No. I'm just going for a week. I'll be at the Comedy Cave next week. I'm going to be at One Night Stands Comedy Club in Michigan. Go to adamhunter.com. I'm at the Dime Bar every Tuesday. When do you come back to the Dime?
Eventually.
Okay. You're funny, man. I mean, legitimately, you're legitimately the funniest person I ever met in my life. I mean, and the fact that you were like laughing during the jailhouse conversations that you had shows that it didn't kill your spirit, which is really nice, man.
Still alive, baby. Can't kill Mayhem.
Can't kill Mayhem. That should be like the new T-shirt. Weendawg, what do you have?
Go follow me on the talk. My username is Hot Chin Action. I'm going to change that soon. It's just my normal name.
Action.
All right. So thank you, Better Box Studios. Thank you, Speedweed Take care, guys. Have a great week.
Peace.